Thanks for tuning in, Echoes. I am Evie, the Disaster GM, and this is my wonderful cast. My pronouns are she, they, or any, and we will be doing Empyrean Rising, a Cypher system-based TTRPG. Let's go ahead and go around and do introductions. Starting with Alina.
Yo, hey everybody, I am Alina Pete. You can find me online at Alina Pete on most things. And I am playing Kale, who is a empathic explorer who helps their friends and has the soul of a dragon.
All right, awesome. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Maggie, let's go with you.
Hello, I'm Maggie. I don't know, man. I'm reading about the Murderbot series, okay? You just
Read Murderbot, it's so good.
Good lord.
I use they, she pronouns, and I'm playing Sybil, who uses she, her pronouns, who is something that you would think I would have memorized by now, an overeager adept who would rather be reading and is a walking dream.
I forget my pronouns are they, them. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, we've all got pronouns. Some of them exist, I guess.
I thought I was doing good. No,
Yeah, we'll say it's the cold medicine.
it is.
Stell.
Hello, it's me.
Wow.
We are doing good today.
The name is Big Trill. What's the deal?
God.
Oh god.
What are you?
Literally a nickname that I had in high school. Don't worry about it. He, him pronouns. That's who I am. I'm a little sick, so I may sound a little different. Don't worry about it.
You and me, bud. You and me, bud. We're in it together.
Everybody's sick. Jeez.
I'm playing Jax, who also uses he, him pronouns, who's a free-spirited warrior who needs no weapon and rides the lightning as a battle mage. I can speak
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
Oh, I got my first advancement of tier 2 recently, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I was gonna spend XP. I should do that.
You're gonna see some fun stuff.
You guys have this in hand. You're doing such a great job.
It's all for me,
last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and do intro with Joel.
Hi, I am I'm Joel. I use any pronouns. I am playing Bal Misforge.
Oliver.
Oh.
Stop, buddy. Stop.
Yep.
Sorry, that's my dog. He's in the background.
A appealing speaker who moves like a cat and runs from the depths. And I'm very excited to be here.
Beautiful, wonderful, thank you. My apologies for Oliver. You can't quite see him. He is in the background. His pronouns are he and they, and he is essentially the dog of AEA.
He's a good boy.
He's a handsome man.
He is a very handsome man, and he barks when somebody's alarm goes off in their car, apparently. Anyway, you might see from the corner of the screen, a little bit below where you are able to see me, a QR code. This is a Tiltify campaign donating to Congo for tomorrow. It is an organization created to improve the future of youth in the Democratic Republic of Congo through better learning infrastructures. I can talk. We are we're looking so good for today.
We're doing wonderful.
Anyway. Yeah, so beautiful. There's also going to be a link in chat if you are watching via Twitch. We are live both on Twitch and YouTube, so horizontal and either way. And don't forget to follow if you are not following, like and subscribe on YouTube, click all of the fancy buttons, etc. But thank you very much, Excel. But with all of that out of the way, let's roll into focusing on today's session. As a content warning, we at the Archives would like to remind the audience that this is an adult content rated game with depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those listening, you have been warned. Last time, a little bit before our little preview / recap, that's the word I'm looking for, episode, we had the group gather their various supplies and the magical goo from the oracle wall to go through a transport array to one of the various deep view hey buddy deep view districts and basically attempt to fight off the guards and the lancers that were holding it under siege. It is only one area, one entrance to the various portions of Deepview, but they very successfully made an impact using these potions of magical surgeons. That is the, again, goo from a bleeding crystalline obsidian wall. Um, one of them turned into an absolutely massive dragon, um, and decided to go in and not only do a really, really great speech, but start tearing apart some fighters. Um, Another of them was, of course, Jax, that lightninged himself in the middle of everyone and was just going to town, beating the shit out of all of the bad guys. Sybil was able to pass not just through objects, but from one object to another, and
Hell yeah.
almost got kidnapped by one of the Lancers that realized that she knew something about potions that they had all taken. And of course, the piece de resistance, Ball, with that roar of cult arms from Kale, uh, connected in some fashion with a massive, monstrous sea serpent from the nearby river and lake, who rose up out of the water and proceeded to help by consuming a variety of the Lancers. The fight no, your video is not being weird. Um, the fight continued for several rounds. Defeat was pretty much inevitable for the bad guys, with so much brought to bear against them. And at the end, as all of them remaining at least were held 50 feet in the air by a artifact that Ball had had on them, the leaders of the Deep View section that you had been freeing came and saw some of the fight and approached you guys thanking you, and you were telling them that it was, and they were agreeing essentially that it was time to take up arms and basically free themselves. But that is kind of where we left off. You guys have maybe 45-ish minutes left in your potion effects after the various rounds of combat and the initial speaking to the leadership that is very confused and concerned about the giant dragon creature and the giant monstrous sea serpent that is nearby. What are you choosing to do? What are you guys doing?
Well,
Incredible question.
first and foremost, Kale had been sitting on the ground with Ball's jacket draped over them because they had fallen out of their massive dragon shape back into just normal human form, sans clothing. So they're going to take a minute while everyone's sort of like still catching their breath, concentrate, and they will change from their human form to their smaller dragon form, which you've seen before.
Okay.
It's not quite
Yeah.
as massive and not as heavily armored, but now they're not naked, or at least, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
And so they will gingerly handball their her coat back.
Thank you.
Right. So I don't know about you, but it feels like I've swallowed a bonfire. We should probably keep moving. Is they're like kind of like dancing on their front paws, can't stand still.
Where are we going? Well, what's happening?
It's not the only entrance to Deepview. There's several others.
I'm going to go
Major
back on the
entrances
ground
anyway.
again.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, because I was going to say he doesn't fit. By the way, I imagine the serpent's now trying to eat the floating lancers as we speak.
Yeah.
Gail, what did you mean by that? We're not going back underground. What do you mean?
There's another entrance on the other side of the grove.
That's not too bad. Oh, if we're gonna keep talking to these lancers, don't tell them that you took a magic potion, because one of them tried to grab me. It was weird.
Did they?
Did they
Yeah.
say? Did they? Yeah, did they say anything?
Well, they didn't say anything because I just kind of read his mind.
Hang on. You
You can do that?
yeah,
Sometimes.
you can read minds.
Yeah, do you want me to try?
No, no,
seems
fuck
like
no. No, of course not.
Hold on.
All right, go.
Okay. Wait, can I?
Yeah.
I am taking like 20 steps back.
Yeah, Sybil's gonna try and read Jackson. Read. I think I just get one. Hold on, let me see. It lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how many people I get. Let me see.
Mass mind reading.
Mind, no, because that's mind control. Mind reading.
Oh my
A
God.
creature within short range, even if the target doesn't want you to, you must be able to see your target once you've established contact. You can read the target's thoughts for up to 1 minute. So I think it's just one person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that sounds like one person.
Yeah, Sybil's gonna try and read Jax's thoughts then. Be like, yeah,
Oh,
hold
thank
on.
God. Whew. That's
Yeah.
good.
You don't want me
Oh.
to. And Jack said I
Uh,
could.
Jax, the first thing that you get is from him is probably he's thinking picnic.
It is surface thoughts. This is surface thoughts. Picnic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because he's thinking about let's see, he's thinking about how you asked about just a minute ago. So he's like,
yeah.
picnic?
You you want to go on a picnic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh, is this happening now? Oh,
no,
Uh,
no, we should go. Let's
We can talk about it later.
we liberate the city. Yay!
He seems
She's
very
just
happy.
walking in any direction. She has probably chosen the wrong one.
Well,
Excellent.
there is towards the cliff face-ish, there is towards the grove, there is towards the water, or there is towards the deep view entrance.
Abby, where is the nearest deep view entrance? That's a major one that the guards would know about.
You would have to go around and either to one of the side ports on the river or across the mouth of the river meeting the lake to the other side.
Across the water, you say? Well, Kale, seeing this very awkward moment, is going to sort of turn their back and give them some privacy and trot over to the sea serpent.
Okay. That is currently mouthful with
Yeah.
Lancer. Yeah.
You kind of look up at them and give them a little bow of the head. So I'm not sure that you could understand me, friend, but thank you for your help. Any reaction?
No, it's just eating.
I'll look
It's
around
kind
for
of
Ball.
doing that bird thing up the
Gulp.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll look around for Ball.
Ball
Or
is
over.
very slowly walking away from Sybil and Jax right now. Just like
Very
it's
slowly.
like so slowly that he doesn't want them to notice. Just
So,
I make eye contact with you and I just shake my head a little bit like, you fucking believe this?
save me. Save
And then I beckon you over.
Oh, I just okay. It's just good. What's up? What's going on?
You seem to be able to communicate with this fine creature.
Yeah, I speak
Um,
serpent.
Wonderful. Can you thank them for their help?
What kind of help?
Oh, just in dispatching these lancers. Also,
Oh, we said
I
I
was
already.
hoping-
That's already a thing. Yeah, I told him
Oh,
not
good.
to eat us, and then to eat the lancers. Yeah, that's why.
I was
Because he was
hoping
hungry.
we could ask them for a ride across the lake. Just a group of us. And maybe Alexi.
I'm sure that should be fine. And then I'm gonna say like, hey, can you get us across water?
Go ahead and make an interaction roll.
Oh, I
Uh,
am so good at
because
this.
it is still a wild beast and it is in the middle of eating what you have presented as basically sacrificial food to it.
Yeah, of course. So I
Sounds like a
have
good sacrifice.
I have pleasant social interactions,
Mm-hmm.
creature handling, and persuasion.
All right.
Nice.
So
I
you tell
will
me.
give you 2 eases from the combination of all of that.
Okay, okay. I
Though
also
generally that would only be 1, but that is a lot of skill to pile on, essentially.
that's fair. I will also put a single level of effort into this,
Okay,
just
so
because I can for
it
free.
was a 12, so a 4, so that brings it down to a 2, and now you're down at a 1. So you just got to roll a 3 or better.
I just roll a 9.
Okay, that's still more than
That's
enough.
better than 3.
Nice.
But yeah, so like kind of in the middle of like chomping on the lancer that it is attempting to swallow, it like kind of looks down at you and its throat slash mouth is full, so it can't really make a noise back, but it seems to acknowledge or wiggle in a fashion that says okay. It's hard to interpret as you're mostly reading the expression of a creature that is unfamiliar, but it seems to be in agreement for the most part.
There's more food on the other side too, by the way. It's more one of these
And more
fuckers.
Lancers to fight.
Yeah. By the way, I'm still talking to the serpent. Are you missing a child by any chance? It's hungry. It's not that. We're
Right.
types.
Alexi, can you grab my pack, please?
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Hop on. I'll start
it's
beckoning to Sybil and Jax as
yeah,
well.
Alexei like gathers the rest of your stuff and had been assigned as essentially the one to hold the healing potions and basically cart shit around for you guys during all of
Yeah.
this.
Child labor.
Yeah,
That's
As a
okay.
dragon yells at him to get our shit and jump on this other dragon.
yeah. So he's definitely a little unnerved, looks a little nervous, but does at least have your stuff and like edges along the cliff face wall towards you guys, looking at the giant sea serpent. Um, Honestly, the kid should expect this at this point because, like, one of
Yeah.
you guys summoned a bear before, and like it's just this whole thing. You guys have summoned a bear. As far as
And
Alexi is
forest.
concerned, you've also summoned a forest. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But he's a little wary of the massive sea serpent creature.
No.
But
I
does
wonder why.
approach at least. Um, so our Sybil, what direction did you like decide to randomly walk in during all of this?
I think just like the very end of the Dungeons and Dragons movie, where it's not the very end, where he just walks over. That is the very end, isn't it? Where he just keeps walking. That's I think he just like turns slightly from people, just is walking dead ahead.
And just walks down the
away.
beach and walks over the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just like at the
I
waterline
think
right now.
just
Yeah,
away.
she's
I have nowhere else to
considering
go now.
walking into like
He starts waddling into the water.
I think she's like ankle deep in the water and is like, there's
I think Kale can see that you've disassociated enough to walk into the water and is just going to trot over and like a mother cat nudges a kitten away from danger, just sort of like shivvy you back towards this sea serpent.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like a very small horse-sized dragon just sort of like pushing you with their head.
where Oh my god, I forgot you were okay.
Come
I
on.
forgot that you were a dragon.
Yeah. Time
Yeah.
to go ride a different dragon
Yeah. We are
across the water.
we're gonna ride it.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. Very much so.
That?
Come on.
It's not gonna eat us. Sybil's like she's being shoved as this is going, but she's like,
Yeah, like
it's not gonna.
it's not gonna eat us as it's like chewing on a lancer because like this one was struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
That they're
Kale gets in
okay.
that 20.
Ooh, thank you.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Now,
Oh
Are you
my.
sure?
Relatively. I promise that if it tries to eat you, I will do something. I'm not sure yet. God, I feel like I've had way too much carve.
I'm sure it'll
Okay.
be fine.
so
Yeah.
how did Jax respond to like the awkwardness of Sybil going, "Oh, you wanna go on a picnic," and then just immediately going and walking away?
Completely oblivious.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Just goes, yeah, and we've done it. He thinks we're here. He's like, we're here. We've done it already. Like it's a great time. He's like, it's a set in stone thing. We're gonna go on a picnic.
Mhm.
So he's like, yeah. And so he's just going over there. He's going about his day.
Okay, okay. So yeah, the weapons that had been dropped are being gathered by the people of Deepview that had come and witnessed some of the fight. Um, and over the course of the next couple of minutes, you guys are able to get yourselves kind of situated onto the like large sea serpent creature. Um, are you going to just drop the remaining probably one or two lancers onto the ground, or
Can we take them with us? Just like floating.
you would have to find a way to like tether something to them and possibly re-up the gravity rattle a couple of times.
I just think
um,
that a human balloon is incredibly intimidating.
is it like just as a aside? Ball is gonna experiment a little right now, as this
Mhm.
is a question that's been asked.
Time for it.
I'm gonna try to turn the box to see if I can send them flying across the lake.
It is another activation. So
Yes,
yes, you can reactivate it to like send them in a different direction.
that's fine. Val
Well,
They
doesn't know
maybe
that.
won't die when they fall 50 feet.
Yeah, so I believe that with the gravity rattle, I have to pull up the specifics on it.
Don't remember how many
There
uses
are
that I
ranges
have,
on
but
it.
this would be my second
Um,
use.
it's that you have to roll for depletion after use.
If you
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I believe in you.
There's my chat
turn
with
it,
you.
does that mean that instead of falling 50 feet to the ground, they're gonna fall like 500 feet to the left?
Yeah,
I
kind
imagine
of.
until my effective range, and then they'll just fall into the
And
water.
then they'll fall 500,
Yeah.
50
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
to
yeah.
the ground.
Into the
Okay.
water. Yeah.
Because they're already 50
Incredible.
feet up.
Yeah, so they'll
And I
go in
believe,
that
yeah,
direction,
it's
and then once they get outside of my range, they'll just
Let us go. Sploosh
yeah.
into the water.
So yeah, so you can launch them in another direction. You do have to roll for depletion.
17.
Okay, 17 is very good. You're only looking for like ones and twos essentially.
Oh,
So you are fine on that. And I didn't pin the range that you have on this thing.
I don't think it's like super high range. I think it's like a I don't know ranges.
Nailed it.
I am so good at this.
You sounded so confident for just a second.
Well, that's how I live
thought
in
you
life.
knew.
I don't know
thought you knew the
shit.
answer.
I don't know shit. I
Terrain,
just sound confident and
barrier.
bullshit my way.
Incredibly
And
valid.
sometimes I'm right. So
It works.
Hidden
yeah.
closet. I'm like looking up all the special things that I've gotten you guys, and I've got like the barrier dart. I've got the
Oh,
transport
yeah.
artifact, improved terrain, calling of the sea, demeanor of Demon, beyond hidden closet, and I can't find the one with the freaking gravity rattle. but I know what power it's based off of. So just a second.
Meanwhile,
Cypher rulebook.
meanwhile, Ball is not looking at the awkward two of them.
I don't even know if they're like Sybil's been chauffeured over to the serpent and is
Yep.
just like also once again very pointedly not looking at Jax.
And Jackson's having a good time.
Okay.
Bella's just like,
So-
I don't want to be dragged into whatever this is. I would just if I don't look at them, they cannot look at me and drag me into bullshit.
That's what Sybil feels too.
So they
This is
travel
your
about
bullshit.
yeah, so they only are able to travel about 50 feet
Yeah.
of like that, and then momentum will carry them a little bit further before they
Mhm.
promptly drop onto the ground and they don't quite make it to the water.
Oh. Oh, hey, I've done something today.
They're only going to take like 3 points of damage each. Though,
That's
from
fine.
that.
But I also
That's
like rock their world with gravity powers from a distance.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so they are stunned for the
like
moment.
obvious magic is
Um,
happening.
Are they
Yeah,
still
they
alive?
are stunned for a moment.
yeah,
They are
yes.
still alive.
I'm gonna walk
um,
over to them.
Yeah.
Right, my demeanor beyond is still on. It lasts for an hour.
Mhm.
I am going to stand over one of the lancers.
Mhm.
Just stand directly over him, and my eyes will light up as my fists electrify.
Mhm.
And I'm holding one hand on his chest as I bend down, and the other is in a fist. And I'm just like, tell me about how everything works with y'all. How many of y'all are here? I'm asking for information. I want to know
Okay.
how they are organized. I want to know as much as I can from this person, how they're organized, who's in command, who
Their
do they
social
answer
security
to in the
number,
city. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
their phone
So,
number,
did
their
you
mother's number.
utilize your ease on interaction
Yeah,
to
I
get
did.
the one time for? Okay.
I did.
Um,
Go on.
But I
so
do. Okay, let me double check something here.
so you're utilizing
I
intimidation at the moment.
You
I
have my ace as well.
you tell me if this applies
Mhm.
from my free spirited thing. Curious about life and the things around you. Are trained in any task that involves finding out something new, such as searching for clues while exploring, digging through a library for forgotten information, or spying on something interesting. Does this apply here?
That does apply, yes.
Finding
So where it would
something new.
normally be a difficulty of 5, so 15, that on its own drops it down to a difficulty of 4, so 12 or better. And I will allow the intimidation of the entire everything going on,
Everything.
and you like
Valid.
basically holding electricity in their face with your fist. I'm going to give that to you as another ease, situational. So that brings it down to a 3, so 9 or better.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
You gonna make it?
No, it's a 7.
You
Oh my God.
you did have a free ease just from being around me too. You could have
I
used
forgot
it.
to use that. I
Yeah.
forgot
Do
to
you
do
want to
that.
use that to
Yes,
get
I
the
do.
information?
That would just
Okay.
that would just be
So
enough.
I will allow you to like after the fact add that on because it is an important thing.
Also,
So
that means that everybody has used theirs, so that's not active anymore.
Yeah.
At least for the
thank
day.
you for
Yeah.
thank you for tracking that. So yeah, like there is a moment of this guy just being completely stunned still of like was floating in the air as like a suspended snack for a monster, and then tossed like approximately 60 to 70 feet through the air in a different direction and promptly land on the ground in a heap next to
Mhm.
his fighting partner. And then you, with the electricity and everything, and your demeanor of beyond, which is very intimidating, it's just this moment of just being stunned silent before he starts stuttering in a language you do not understand. Ball, make a roll, please.
I'm
If
not
you're
there.
Close enough to hear.
I am. Oh, even better.
If,
Okay.
if you're close enough to hear, then you
They're
They
new,
might.
did
and we're
on the edge of the
boarding the
water.
sea monster. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're water adjacent.
Yeah.
13.
He's not being quiet about it. So yeah,
That was a 13.
you've heard this language before, so you already acquired it through battle.
Oh, fuck yeah. I have another language. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
What is this called? German?
It's the language that is commonly spoken among the aristocracy of Islanus.
I don't know how to spell that. So, fancy Lancer talk.
You don't have
Pretty
to
much.
know how it's spelled.
Islanus is the nearby or
Islandness?
the neighboring
Oh, yeah,
city
yeah.
state that the
Mhm.
Lancers are from. Which
Yeah, I
we've
just don't
heard this
know how
before,
to
yeah.
type, like write it down
Yeah.
like in text, so I know
Yeah.
that I have it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Yeah.
I tried. I'm curious to see
Yeah.
how close I am. I have it written
But
down from
yes,
games
so
go.
and audience, this is not the first time they have heard this name before, nor had it and like they have had it spelled for them before. We just don't have it come up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
That's
so
gonna
they
change because
yeah, it is a language
can speak it
specifically
now.
spoken by the aristocracy of Islanus. So this isn't like commoner speak. And you will catch like every couple of words, Jax, and could attempt to intimidate him into speaking in the common tongue that you're used to. But
Yes.
it seems to be that a
I can translate.
battalion of 200 was sent to the city state of Icenbridge, along with 2 lieutenants and their captain.
Concerning.
And who do they answer to in the city?
Their captain. That seems to be confusing to him, the question at all. They answer to their captain. That's who they answer to.
What's
Anyone
their
in the
name?
council?
The council isn't of Islanus.
I think they're not like hired by anyone here. I think they're just a separate military assisting here rather.
They have to be hired by somebody, otherwise they're just foreign nationals. Like they're
Yeah.
not. They
Well, that's
have
what they
to
are,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, but they have to have somebody because nobody's
Well, no,
stopped them.
'cause
We haven't stopped them.
people in charge over here talk to each other, so they send soldiers to
Yeah.
help.
So who is it?
He
Who's
doesn't
the
know.
What-
liaison in Icenbridge that your lieutenants talk to?
So, Sybil and Jax. Please
Aye.
give me intellect rolls. Sybil, because you understand the politics situation side, and Jax, because you understand military tactics side.
16.
16 and
14.
14. All right. Sybil, you know for a fact that someone had to have summoned them there. You've already been told previously that they have been brought in by the council member of like the basically the liaison. That's who brought them in. So
The ambassador of
they
diplomacy.
yeah the ambassador of diplomacy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the different
So
things that he involved.
Gustal.
Yeah. So you know that he's the one that had them summoned there. You are able to gather from this that he does not speak to the Lancers, he communicates through the captain. Extel, Jax would understand that this is probably conditioning of they answer to the captain, and the captain is the one that controls their movements and or directions, tactics, and keeping them from intellectually identifying someone outside of their captain as an authority keeps them under control. Both of you get the impression that most likely they intend to betray Gustal once they get Icenbridge under control.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they have like a leader or anything outside of their captain, really.
They do.
They would. Yeah.
They're just lying. It's a way to protect the higher ups type of deal.
Ah.
So
You
we
don't
must
know nothing,
find
you can't
their
tell nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
What can you ask what their captain's name is?
What's your captain's name? But in fancy people talk.
Fancy people talk.
In a slightly British accent.
Right
Um,
here.
I'm
What's
gonna
going on,
man?
need another intimidation roll to get that because these guys are
still
like
is advantage
full
because we're
on
still scary AF.
I'll give you advantage.
I have to
So
imagine
that
the
brings it
scary
down to
drops.
a 3 instead of a 2 because you don't have the ball ease anymore, essentially.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, which die should I use for this? This one.
The lucky one, obviously.
A lucky one. Yeah.
That is a big old 10.
10. All right, still makes it. Yeah. So that is higher than a 9. So for the audience,
Damn.
difficulty 3 is 3 times 3, 9 or better. So 10 makes it. There is obvious reluctance. And it's pretty much only when like you really press the intimidation back in again that
Push
it's
down on his
kind of,
chest hard.
yeah, like it's this kind of strangled, okay, fine type
Yeah, there's probably a
move.
mention
Like,
of a chum bucket in there somewhere too.
yeah.
You did chum
That
buckets.
he finally says, Victoire. Victoire. It's our captain is Victoire, and he'll kill you.
You first.
I think his last name is "Will Kill You."
Victoire will kill you. Got
Yeah.
Right. Well, we must go find this Captain Victoire then.
We'll
And
make
Kale
sure
will
to
just
tell him you said hi.
fully jump up onto the head of the sea serpent and just sit there like a cat. It's like curl
Tail
up.
curled and everything.
Yep.
I'm
Let's go.
gonna crouch down next to him real quick, and without translating it for everybody else, I'll ask him a few questions.
Okay.
But I'll DM them to you, Evie. Just
Oh no.
I'm keeping this a secret from everybody else, just because I wanna. This is Bal being Bal. So.
Okay.
She's got secrets.
No.
I just need to learn how to type again. Hold on.
That would be helpful.
But yeah, once I'm done with asking, I'll get on the boat. On the
On the boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
I'm
boat.
so used to
It's
pirate,
kind of-
but
It's a boat.
On the serpent. Yeah.
It's an alive boat. It's okay.
Huh. All right. So
I'll help you out
answer
because,
the
you know,
questions
crab leg.
in chat a little bit later.
I sent it to you.
So
Yeah,
we'll say that this maybe took another 10 minutes of
I don't think it
like
would have been that long.
interrogation.
It would.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Just it's mostly just a question and then potential follow-ups based on the answer to that one. But yeah.
Everything, not just yours. So
Yeah.
Oh,
everything
never
took,
mind.
like another 10 minutes because we're tracking how much time you have left in the potions.
So
We're at the halfway mark now.
Yeah, so you're at about the halfway mark.
We
5
gotta
minutes
go.
under. We
Yeah,
gotta
but
go. We gotta move.
but the movement is going to be fairly fast. Are you going to go to the entrance at the side or across to the entrance or one of the entrances to where you have been before?
With Kale's knowledge of the city, because they're very well familiar with the main entrances to Deep View. Which seems like the more main one, like where you would put one of the captains?
It is hard to say because it's sort of like imagine that you are in a city, what street leads to the ghetto, essentially?
Yeah.
A lot of streets lead to the ghetto. So it's if there is going to be a captain at one of these entrances, and there might not be, it's more of it could be any of them. There is a port type landing, like a little kind of dock to arrange stuff on to go in and out of. There's two entrances on the cliff face side for each side of the cliffs on either side of the river, and then there is a green belt entrance at on each side. So
Okay.
there are technically 5 more entrances. You definitely would not be able to get to all of
No,
them
the two
within
nearest.
this. Yeah.
No.
Then maybe I'll
So
rephrase
it's
that.
pretty
Which
much
one
the
will
two
have
that are
more eyes on
closest.
it? Because the other point here was to make a big scene. Where will we be seen the most?
Mhm.
Cliff face entrances are going to be more visible to the cliff on the opposite side versus
Awesome.
where you currently are. You are blocked off from view by the forest that you
By the
summoned.
grove. Yeah.
Yeah, by the
So let's
grove.
head. I'm gonna point towards where we want to go then. Like
Okay.
right this way.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Let's go that way.
So same side or opposite side? Opposite side is where you've been going to visit when you went to Deep View originally. Same side is like basically just across the mouth of the river from that.
Whichever is more visible and won't take as long to get to. Like, we're just
Okay,
full
so
steam
same
ahead.
side.
Yeah.
Same side
Yeah.
is going to be the closest and easiest to get to. So you jump onto / climb onto the sea serpent, um, leaving the lancers behind, or reactivating the thing, or
No, I leave them behind.
having the serpent like squirm
I'll
them
look
into the
at the
water. What you gonna do?
I'll look at the deep view people and I'll tell them keep them.
Okay.
Jake's like keep them. I don't know. Actually, send that one back, or do we want to send him back?
We could
Nah,
just,
just keep them all. Keep them
Kill
all.
them. Just kill them.
yeah, honestly,
Basically, do what
No,
you will with them.
Take their armor and stuff. It'll be great for you. Don't worry.
do
about
whatever you want with them.
it. Yeah.
And spread the word. Now is the time to fight.
Okay.
Yeah. Take their weapons, army people.
Okay.
We're
Alright,
gonna go and wreak havoc in the city. It's gonna be great.
All right, so as you jump up and like are sent off with your sea serpent mount creature thing, the rest of those who had been there um, converge on the last 2 lancers that had been left there.
We hear the silent scream.
Alexi
That's fine.
is kind of screaming like a little girl as he rides on the serpent behind you, which there is only so much of the serpent that is going to be above the water. And when you look back at him screaming, you realize it's because like his torso is half underwater. Because the serpent is not going to recognize that you guys are not able to go down with it.
I'm sure it doesn't help that Ball is currently holding on to like the side / bottom of the serpent, so he is like fully submerged, just enjoying the view of the underwater
Yeah.
lake right now.
Yeah,
Sybil
so
is
as
just
you
hanging
guys are
on to
clinging,
Kale.
yeah, as
Yes,
you guys are
yeah.
just clinging to this sea serpent thing, from like a variety of angles, Sybil and Kale up at the head, holding on to whatever they can get a grip on. Ball like clinging to the side and bottom, just like being dragged through the water. Alexi like holding on for dear life, half submerged. What's Jax doing? Where is Jax?
Jax is he. You know how when I think it's a thing people who ride horses do. They just like thigh. You know, just hold on
Yeah.
with your thighs. That's what Jax is
Your
doing.
mighty
Like,
thieves.
He is riding astride the serpent.
Yeah.
I'll even look. I'm probably right in front of Alexi, and I'll just look back and I'll go, "The first time," because I've been in the mouth of one of these things before.
You have
Amazing.
technically
Oh,
ridden one of
yeah.
these
Actually,
before,
you have,
so
yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Oh.
it wanted to kill you. No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's same
Admittedly, it also had like grip on your arm and was flinging you around like a rag doll. But you were given as good as you got at the time. You were punching
Much
it
in my
while being
arm.
different around by your arm.
Yeah, they
I'm
both
in
got
my
better.
arm, riding on its back. What's the difference?
Yeah. But yeah, so Alexi's just like, what is it? Like, it's just this ramble that can barely be understood because he's also having to spit out water as you guys go. Like, what,
Jax,
what,
throw him
what
up
is happening?
closer. He's in
Yeah.
the Jax. He is in the water.
But
I just go,
it
reach
only
back
takes
and
like
grab
a
him by
minute
the
or
shirt and
two.
just
Yeah.
sit him in front of me.
It only takes like a minute or two once you're like at the water to get to this kind of dock area, which there is like actual docks for some of the like not really canoes, but they do have ferry boats that will take residents to different areas
I'll
across the river into the
Like,
lake, etc. That you took back in episode 2.
wow.
And so that
Yeah,
is the
long time
easiest
ago.
entrance to where the dock is, and you're
Like
able
3
to
weeks ago.
kind of storm up those little stairs to
I
where
w-
there is a small contingent of, yes, guards and lancers at the dock that all immediately like take up arms when they see, and there we go.
This.
And when they
Yeah.
see the approach of every
Where they see
all of those
a
guys.
sea serpent
will-
wearing a dragon as a hat with a god astride its neck.
I will make sure to try to direct the sea serpent away from the local boats.
Okay.
I'm making an effort to make sure that damage is kept to a minimum to like the people's stuff.
Okay.
If there's a boat that
Okay.
looks like it's a Lancer boat, we're fucking full speed ahead.
It's kind of hard to tell because it's not like this is a main docking area. This isn't
Yeah.
where like a riverboat like what you came in on
Mhm.
would be at. This is literally so that ferries can get people from one portion of the city to another.
Yeah.
Imagine like the gondolas in like Venice, or the ways that people took the little kind of rafts between for the city of the Aztec, things like that.
How far are we from them?
Uh, unless the sea serpent, like unless you guys climb to the sea serpent's head where it can like get you onto the main platform where everyone is, you are a flight of stairs down from them, and it's like narrow stairs. So like maybe 4 feet across at max.
Can
Like
I
one
see
person can go at a time.
Can I see them?
Here
Can I
we
see
go.
them
Yes, you can.
standing?
Yes,
All
you
right,
can.
cool beans. I'm gonna look at Alexi. I'll go, Alexi. This is where we depart in each of our own cool ways. Do yours. You got one. I know you do. Anyway, I'll see you later. And then I zap over there.
Of course you do.
Right in between them. And as soon as I land, I'm activating Fury because I believe we still have it. Correct?
Of course you are.
Yes, you do. So everybody roll initiative.
Damn. Can't wait to see
Not
Alexi's
good.
cool way.
7.
11.
7.
Also 11.
8.
Oh, squad.
And
We're
8.
slow.
All right. Yeah, you guys are having a tough time with your initiative today. I hope you roll better than that for
Not
combat.
sponsored by 7-Eleven, by the way.
Okay,
Or
so
8.
we've got both Sybil and Ball going at the same time with 11.
Yep.
Yup.
And then we've got Kale with 7 and Jax with an 8.
Mhm.
Yeah. Everything's perfectly fine.
And then all the
Mm,
Lancers
alright.
immediately after the lowest one of us, right? Because we're the fastest.
Not quite.
Fuck.
Does anyone have an ease on their initiative, like training an initiative from
No.
something?
I don't have any.
Okay.
You?
I probably get
Um,
that.
I would like to
So-
argue for resisting jumping in as a reason. That's
Cute. Cute,
Damn.
but not quite.
Right.
So
I
that
did-
means
I did
that-
technically sail in on a sea serpent. Do I get an ease from that?
from being cool.
Or from creature handling? Because I have that also.
to fight atop the sea serpent, maybe, but not for initiative.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna so gravity them towards me.
Okay. So with that, Sybil and Ball would go after the Lancers and the city guards
Great.
because everybody rolled really badly today.
Great.
We're doing
No,
good.
that's
We're doing amazing.
Doing
So
amazing.
they don't seem to know how to react yet, other than taking up all of their weapons. So all of them are armed, all of them have their armor on at this point, because it is late enough in the morning to where they were not in the middle of everything the way that the previous group was when you attacked them.
We didn't ambush them while they were waking up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be right back.
so-
I can still hear. I'm just grabbing some more tea.
awesome. So you do at least have this round first, because they don't know if they can attack you, if they're like going to attack you on the serpent. They don't know if you're going to jump off the serpent down to the docks. They don't know what you guys are doing yet. So you do at least have one round of just them being completely unsure of what's happening. Which does bring us to you. They are prepared, they are not surprised. Ball and Sybil, you guys get to choose like what order you want to go in since you rolled the same. Like you can roll, or you can also work in tandem if you want. If you have like a team or partner move that you want to try.
We barely have a team.
Yeah, I know, but so had to make the offer.
Do you want to go
Love
first or
that.
want me to go first?
Do you have a plan?
I have an action that I want to do. yeah.
Incredible. Then you can go first.
Okay. I imagine that as a serpent like rises to like look at them, I'm clinging to kind of like its side.
Yeah.
And so as I emerge, I'm gonna fucking bullshit, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just speak at them, just attempting to dissuade several. And I'm gonna go. All right, listen up. You lot are not the first bunch that we fight today. And the last one did not even touch us, for the most part. So, here's what we're going to do. Those of you who do not wish to die a grimly death in the stomach of a giant sea serpent that just emerged from the lake, drop your weapons and leave. The rest of you, well, just make sure you're the tasty ones. And that's that. I'm just going to try to intimidate.
Okay.
Is what I'm going for.
Go ahead and make a roll. It is difficulty of 5 for the Lancers, difficulty of 4 for the regular Watchmen. No, difficulty of 3. They have an armor at 4. So difficulty of 3. That does actually also mean that the Watchmen go behind after you guys. Sorry. GM
Hell yeah.
confusion.
That's all right.
But yeah, so yeah, go ahead and make your roll. Are you trying to apply anything? Do you have training?
All my the only thing I have is deception, which is not what I'm trying to do, or persuasion, which is also not what I'm trying to do, technically, since it's intimidation. But I do have a free effort on intellect, which I'm going to use.
So you got that for that. Do you have any interaction type things, because this is still a social interaction role? It's just to intimidate. It's a negative interaction.
It's not a pleasant one.
I just have fleshly social interactions.
Oh, okay.
How much is that? It's 12 then, right? For the
So
highest?
it's difficult. It's 12
I-
for the Lancers, and
It's a
at this point
13.
6 for the others. So 13. So there does seem to be a lot of intimidation there. You don't know how the
That's
Lancers will react to this threat, but the Watchmen do have a very obvious. They don't want to get close enough to get eaten. It's one of those "I don't get paid enough for this shit" type
Of course.
expressions on their face.
Amazing.
They are not going to be able to attempt to run, or at least retreat to the stairs so that they've got some cover until their turn. But you can tell that there is a very distinct feeling of "I don't get paid enough for this shit" coming from the majority of them.
Hell yeah. Then that's my turn.
Okay. Sybil, what are you doing?
Incredible question. I think Sybil is going to turn to Kale because Jax is already like what at the top of the stairs. Is that what we had established?
He's moving towards them at least. I don't know where
I
he's
thought he,
placing
like,
himself yet. I don't know where he's
zapped
placing
over.
himself yet. Yeah.
Dipped.
I would have zapped
yeah.
wherever I could fit.
So Sybil, I think, turns to Kale and goes, I can round them up. I'll see if I can find any stragglers. And then I'm gonna do
Look
the
after yourself.
phase door and just kind of like drop through the creature
Oh
into like
yes.
and appear
my God.
past the
Yes.
I
So
have to
phase
be
doors-
aware of or see it.
Yeah, phase door is supposed to, I believe, start with an inanimate object.
I can get off the creature then.
Okay.
Can
so-
I?
You
Can
just-
I?
You
Here's the
just
question.
portal through the
Can I
stairs
jump?
and up.
Like, if you
Via
want
the
to,
water.
say, slide off of the creature onto a surface and then disappear through that surface,
Yeah.
yes. You just can't, like, portal
I-
yourself through the creature itself.
That makes sense. Can I jump off of the creature and then just like get sucked into the
Now you're thinking with portals.
I
for
wanna-
how for how effective or not effective, how coordinated and graceful this is, I would like a jump check
I
from
will
you.
take it.
Oh my god.
Here's the
Please
thing.
fail.
But you-
Please fail.
but
Just
activation
Your
of the power.
negativity.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
But
but it would
activation
be
of the
so
power,
funny
yes,
though.
you do
Think of the
activate the power.
memes.
Okay, but I got a free asset from Himalayas.
Oh, okay. So that
per the
goes
chat.
so that
Okay,
goes
sure.
from like a really basic 4 down to a 3.
Yeah, you
So
got this.
9 or better. And I'm
That
assuming you
is-
don't have training in like jumping
I don't need
or tumbling.
Joel's fucking negativity.
I thought it was
I know
funny.
what skills you have taken.
Maggie
though.
was given an asset. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why it
I
went from a
still got
12 to a
nat
9.
1.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so that's an
I gotta-
intrusion right there. That's an
Yes.
intrusion.
A nat 1. I
Wonderful.
thought it at least was an
Uh,
11, and it is not. It is a nat 1.
I think you're about to undermine my intimidation roll. I'm not gonna lie.
That is amazing. So you
We're so scary.
like, you're just like, okay, yeah, no, I've got a plan. I can do this. And you like swing your leg over the side of the head and try to drop onto the surface to be able to phase through it. And you just kind of ragdoll onto the surface.
Wait,
As yes, it does
Oh.
make at least the Lancers significantly less intimidated.
Have you
That's
ever
so
seen
fair.
those things
it's-
where you like are jumping in a Velcro suit? That's what I'm imagining is when you fall in a Velcro suit, how you just like it's so slow and then you just go
stick.
"Ugh."
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like Link when he gets ragdolled and
Oh
lands.
god. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yes.
even worse.
You just fall the whole sea
And then you
serpent.
just disappear through the ground.
Kale's last words to you too were to look after yourself.
Look
and then
after
they just
yourself.
watch you go like,
Immediately.
Yep. It's like okay, I'm holding on.
Holy
Okay,
shit,
drop.
that's so good.
Ragdoll, and then
That's so
disappear into the
perfect.
phase door.
And then she's just fucking gone.
Yeah.
She just face plants on the other side wherever she's teleporting to.
So where are you
I want shut up. This is gonna hold on. I want it to be like past. So it's stop laughing. I have the giggles now and it's Joel's fault. It's based off of either being able to see it or knowing that it's there.
Yep.
So just as far as she could see past where they're kind of like
Mhm.
at the top of the stairs where they're all grouped
Yeah,
up,
the staging area,
past that, like behind that.
into the like tunnel / stairs into deep view.
I'll tell you what my intent is to like have us on either side of them.
Okay, so like the entrance to deep view essentially, because
Yes.
imagine like one of those platforms on the side of a building or on the side of a wall, and it's got stairs that lead up to it. Like imagine
Yes.
like uh, fire emergency stairs on the side of a New York building,
Yeah.
and then there's other stairs that lead up to where like cliffside actually starts. And then behind it, where the window on that fire escape for the New York building is deep view.
Yes.
Yeah, like if you're looking at a fire escape on a building, you've got the platform that you step out of from the window.
Yes.
That's where they are. You're
I
going into the window.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you know that it's there and you could see into it for the most part. So yeah, you like ragdoll onto
I
the
try to do one
landing.
cool thing.
You
One
really
cool
do, and
thing.
then like you disappear into
And
that
I am
and
punished by
fall
God.
out, and then you fall out of it onto the stairs into deep view,
Slump.
right behind everyone.
Uh that's my action, but I
Yep.
think she's gonna try and like just hug a wall and see if she can get Jax it's probably roughly the same time as he's gotten anywhere, but like she's gonna try and find his attention when like just to be like, hi, I'm here.
Okay.
But she's not doing
So
anything else.
yeah, so as you like just kind of bamf yourself
Ow.
semi-effectively
Ow.
over to there,
Ow.
and then we've got Joel in the background giggling his hell.
Shut
Um,
up.
So, I'm
I'm
sorry.
being bullied.
That was amazing.
Not ones, baby, not ones.
No,
They're great.
I wanted to do something cool. Everybody else gets to do cool stuff.
No, you did wonderful.
You could have spent XP to like re-roll.
I don't have any more XP.
There you go.
That explains it. But yeah, so with that, the Lancers have already had their turn of trying to get settled. The Watchmen, like fully intimidated by all of this, like one or two of them will drop their weapon, but for the most part, they retreat into the tunnel, hoping to have basically shelter from the sea serpent. So they back up to where you are.
She is saying nothing, but
Yep.
like she is
They don't
literally
see you.
just
They are very focused on the
Oh
monstrous
my
sea
god.
serpent. So they have no idea that you are there at all.
This is amazing.
Uh,
I'm gonna be sneaky.
and that brings us around to Jax.
In the wrong
You were like zapping yourself off of the sea serpent after encouraging Alexi to make his own really cool entrance because you're sure that he's got one. Where are you appearing?
It's where I can see. So so
We've
if
got
I
like two sets of stairs. We've got the dock, and you can kind of see the watchmen starting to like trying to take shelter, essentially.
yeah, it's wherever. I'm not sure if I can see past them. So I'm pretty sure if I can see if there's any area where I could be where they are or in front of them, then that's where I'll
Mhm.
be.
Okay. Them being the watchmen or them being the lancers?
Yes.
Some are
Both
on the
of them.
dock, some are hidden or trying to hide.
Just I don't know, on the edge, I guess. I don't know. In front of the Lancers.
Okay. So like on the dock among the lancers instead of the
Mhm.
retreating watchmen. Okay. So yeah, you appear there. Is that like all that you're able to do for this round? Are you able to do something else?
Well, it is an action, but
Okay.
I did it before we started initiatives. I don't know if that
Yeah.
counts as
I'll
that.
let you just appear there for this turn, yeah.
Uh,
So go ahead.
in which case I will activate Fury, which is an action, which
Mhm.
is all I can do. Which
Okay.
again, Jax just has those lightning veins appear, just lightning
Yeah.
crackling, energy. You see it lighting up throughout his entire body.
Okay.
And just for fun, as he's standing in front of them, as it's happening, so there's this like these like from starting from his chest is spreading out is like these little like lightning, like this light of electricity just flowing throughout his body like it's his blood.
Uh-huh.
And so you can see all of his veins and all this, just like it's a cool time. And he takes his shirt and he rips it off, and
Jax, also hard on clothing.
and then he just goes, "Okay, who's gonna die first?" And then that's my turn.
Okay, which brings us around to the Lancers. Because that brings us around to Kale because you did not go
Hey,
before Jax.
I go
So
before the
Kale, what
Lancers.
you doing? What you doing?
I'm gonna wait till the serpent has sort of raised its head up towards the people and then lightly jump off. And
Okay.
in midair, I'm going to activate my transformation.
Okay.
Spend my effort to
So, big dragon
reactivate
time.
that. Big dragon time. And then land beside Jax in a really cool, like snarly pose.
Okay, very cool. So we are all set up and we are ready to enter
Ready
the
to
fighting.
fight.
Yes, bringing us around to the Lancers. There are about 6 at this round, or this one, just like there were about 6 at the previous one. So you can, from this, kind of extrapolate that there are probably 6 Lancers per known entrance of Deepview, which, considering that there is a total of 6 entrances, that only accounts for 36 of the many. The rest of them are probably interspersed throughout the city. But you have appeared as a dragon and a man made of lightning among them, and it's kind of just going to be a toss-up on who they attempt to stab in very fearful defense of themselves. So I would like 3 defense rolls from each of you.
Don't
Love it.
die.
Don't die.
Oh, nat 20, y'all, for my
It's
first
Nat
defense roll.
specialized.
Nat
These
20. Baby. Let's roll 2
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
12
Uh-huh. Does not make it because their difficulty is
and
5.
5,
So
which
are you
does not
like
make it.
trained? Are you trained in any of your defense rolls?
I am. I'm trained in might defense,
Okay, so the 12 would make it
but the 5
because
does
that
not.
drops it, but the 5 does
Yeah.
not. Jax, what was yours?
I'm specialized. The first one I got is a 12.
Okay, easy.
Second one's a 17, and then last
Easy.
one was a 16.
Also
Ooh,
easy.
nice.
Yeah, specialized
Yeah.
dropped it to 9 for you.
Yep.
So you're good. So
I'm
yeah,
cool.
like
I'm speedy.
Jax is just like knocking this shit out of the way and like dodging it with superlative ease. Hale got a nat 20 on that first defense. Do you want to disarm? What type of special effect? Or it's like a major effect essentially, like disarm, knock prone,
Yeah, let's do disarm.
etc., stun, disarm.
Right,
So
just
yeah,
like contemptuously knock away one of their lances.
like just grab
Like-
grab one of the lancers with your like mouth out, like just rip it out, and then another one just is not able to penetrate your scales. It just glances off, but unfortunately the last one does like dig right into your shoulder for a whopping 6 points because it is
There's
a heavy
only 4
lance.
because I have 2 armor.
Awesome. But yeah, so like they are attacking you with obvious fear on their face. They have never encountered anything like this before. This is definitely, they might have been trained to handle extreme situations. They have just not handled said extreme situations. But that does bring us around to Sybil and Vol.
Do you want to go first again?
How far away from me are they?
They are maybe 20 feet, so outside of immediate, but within short.
So they're within range of my gravity well thing, my
Yes,
rattle
they are.
box. Okay.
Yes, they are.
I don't know if this is possible. I'll tell you what I want to do, and you tell me whether it's possible or not.
Mhm.
I want to intensify their grab. It's like if I can direct
Like,
the grab, like just
down
force them down.
so that
Yeah.
so they like flop down.
Either that or just add like an ease for everybody else, just because they're gonna have to put more effort to be able to attack or stuff. If not,
You
that's okay.
Yeah, no, the rattle like determines the direction of gravity, not the
Okay,
intensity of it. So you would be
gotcha.
able to move them from one side to another or up into the air. But if you're directing the gravity as like actually just being down,
Okay.
then it's as if it were normal, essentially.
Mm.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna just pull them towards me.
Okay.
Just
All right. So roll for depletion.
right. I need to do that.
Are these the same people that all of us are?
That's a 2.
2. So it is not fully depleted, but it
I
won't
cannot use it
like
anymore.
yeah, you can't
Okay.
use it for I think it's 1d6 days.
That's a
So
5.
it's
Okay,
yeah, so
5
you
days.
used it.
Got it.
Yeah,
Damn.
so you
Next
used it a
year.
lot, and it's just like I'm tired. But you did drag them essentially in your direction. Jax and Kale can attempt to dodge or let them
It's
quite literally
Rain
be
Man.
tossed off the side of the dock and into the water.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Are we being tossed off the side?
No, like with everything the way that it was
Mhm.
placed, we'll say that Ball was able to catch like 3 of them, and gravity just changed direction for them, and they started falling toward the edge of the dock. Like they were falling to the side instead of down. Because there's nothing to like hold on to on the ground, essentially. So they
Yeah.
just started sliding
Yep.
as if like they were tumbling down the floor towards the edge of the dock. You can
Damn.
attempt to dodge out of the way. You can grab one of them if you really want to like do the damage to them yourself. But for the most part, like 3 of them are about to quite literally be thrown into the water.
I'm happy
Oh,
to just let them go.
why would I
Okay.
care?
Alright.
All right, cool. So yeah, like 3 of the Lancers get caught in the gravity rattle and just off. Like it is like you're falling down the side of a building, only you're watching it from like a tilted perspective, and they're like just along the side, and then the effect ends and they drop into the water directly in front of your sea serpent friend.
I'm gonna hop off,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna turn to the sea serpent and just go, dinner time, and then move the rest of my movement up towards everybody else.
Amazing.
Aw. And then Maggie also got another asset to
Damn.
try to be cool again in the future.
Ugh.
I
I
believe
will
in
only
you.
disappoint you, but I will take it.
No,
Okay.
that was a perfect scene. What do you mean? There was
Yeah, it
nothing
was great.
disappointing
It was
about that.
hilarious.
That was amazing.
But anyway, it is
That's a cool
also still your
idea.
turn, Sybil. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
you
I
have
have
an
I have
asset if you
2
need it.
questions.
What's up?
What is the no, it's they're actual questions. What is the order of like what is the initiative order right now? Like who goes
Right now, it's
Yeah.
Lancers. You and Ball go at the same time,
Yeah,
so you can work together or separately, however.
got
And
it.
then it goes the Watchmen,
Okay.
who
How
have
far away are the
retreated.
watch? They're
They're
gone.
right they're right in front of you because they have retreated into the tunnel that
Ah,
leads into Deep View because they're
yes.
like, shit, scary monster creature
How
that you guys rode in on. So they're
how m-
taking shelter.
how many of them are there?
How many are
There's
there?
about 10.
Oh, that's so much worse than I was expecting. And then
They
it's
have to be able to maintain the blockade. So yeah, there's about 10 watchmen, and there were 6 lancers. Now there's only 3.
and okay, so geographically, let me make sure that I understand this. There is me, about 10 people,
Mhm.
3 lancers, Jackson Kale.
Yeah.
Great.
We
Great.
send for non-combatants in between the forces.
Great. Can I
They don't know that you're there.
they don't, but here's
Yeah.
what I was considering is like if I
Making them know that.
being a distraction
Mm-hmm.
in an attempt to give Jackson Kale more of an advantage on their turns. But I don't want to do that if I'm going to fucking die. Right, 10 people is a lot of people.
There. Can I make a thing? Can I say something?
You can say something, but I'm about
Be-
2.5
to be
seconds
a-
away from making a cool choice.
Just to be a little bit meta, right?
Mm.
I'm pretty sure Kale and I are about to engage in these 3 Lancers, and I don't think
I
we
think
know
we're
that
okay.
you're over there.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I don't think you do either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Jax could fight 3 single-handedly.
I'm fairly certain
That's
nobody
true.
knows you're over there.
I know.
Jax, at least Jax thinks he can fight 3 single-handed.
Okay, so I think what Sybil's gonna do then is just I am in the tunnel essentially from deep view. Yeah.
Yes. Imagine it's like a subway tunnel.
Okay, so then I think
So it's wide, but goes down.
I think Sybil's gonna
Oh, no.
tap on the nearest one's shoulder and say,
What are you doing?
"Oh my God, I'm so glad to see you. Can you help me? I'm really lost. I think I don't
No.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
I got separated from there were these people," and she's just gonna try and like play up
Be the
yeah,
helpless
be the
helpless
helpless
college kid. Okay.
and just see what they do.
Yeah, you're right, Excel. The canonically kidnapped character.
Yeah. You're on all those like, have you seen
Yeah.
this child poster?
She has canonically been kidnapped.
Yep. According to the wanted posters, at least. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a deception roll for me.
I was gonna say, is that my action? Being deceptive?
Well, if you're spending the turn to do that, yes, because that might occupy them. If it's just kind of as you're doing something else, then that makes the roll harder because you're trying to tie in the talking with doing something.
Well, the doing something was gonna be casting distortion on whichever one of the two that I can see.
Of Jackson Kale.
Of Jackson Kale.
So yes, that does make your
Yeah.
difficulty harder, but yes, you can attempt to do them both at the same time.
Hold on.
You don't say.
Hold on.
You don't say.
You don't say. Guess what I have? A thing that I have right timing. I'm re-rolling that.
Oh,
Okay.
I will not get another natural one. That is a nat 20.
okay.
Nat 20. Yes.
Nice.
Perfect. So,
Amazing.
like, as you appear out of nowhere to these guys, a couple of them scream like children.
That's so fair.
Because it's like haunted house, they just saw a monster. They're retreating into the dark, and then someone pops out. They don't know is there. Help me! I blah blah
The
blah.
ghost.
So, yeah, you are able to whichever of them you want to cast distortion on. You can.
Bill Baggins.
And like you have the attention of at least 5 around you that after screaming like little children in a haunted house recognize you and go, "You're okay." That's what and there's the immediate assumption that your attackers are attacking them and you have somehow gotten away from them
Don't think about
in the
it.
middle of all of this. What would you like your major effect to be with that nat 20? It has to have something to do with their belief or their interactions with you because it was a nat 20 for deception to
Okay, so
deceive them into thinking what's going on.
How much deception can I do?
Like
Can I?
Like a short distance amount of deception.
No,
Like,
shortages.
so like you can convince them that you just
Yeah,
escaped. You
30
can
feet.
convince them that you came up from Deep View. You can convince them like
I
that
wanted to
you have
convince
been like
them.
hidden there the entire time. What did you want to
I
convince
wanted
them
to
of?
convince them that somebody else kidnapped me.
Okay. In which direction is your kidnapper?
Probably in the Lancer's direction.
Okay. Which
'Cause
is
I
also
wanna-
where your friends
Explorer
are.
all along.
I want to so
Shut-
sincerely, if I can do this, and this might be too much, I want to try and convince the nearest person that it is actually
The
Captain
Lancers.
Victoire that has orchestrated my kidnapping.
I'll let you do it.
Amazing.
You got a nat 20. That's a major effect. You can
Amazing.
That's what
convince,
I want.
especially the
Yeah.
watchmen that don't work for Victoire,
Yeah.
Captain Victoire. You could easily convinced them like
Just
that.
say it's the
Yeah.
Lancers and Victoire and somebody, and please, these are my friends and I don't know what's going on, and like that whole fucking
Okay, yeah. No, you have you have at least 5 of them, the 5 that were nearest, fully convinced that you have escaped from the Lancers and that these guys are helping you escape, essentially.
They're Ben and
True.
Corey, and then Ben and Corey, and then Jerry.
No.
It's half true.
that is
Yeah.
that's
Oh
my
yeah.
helping.
So yeah, you have
Amazing.
essentially at least half of the Watchmen just down here
Oh yeah.
convinced that it was all a frame job, essentially. It's all been a frame job. You've been missing this entire time for like this weird conspiracy that the Lancers have.
Yep,
Um,
they're
all
clearly the
right,
bad guys.
so that
Amazing.
does bring us to the Lancers. So 2 position themselves with their like weapons in front of you, and the other 3 start trying to spread this information to the others. One of which runs up to help Kale and Jax try to subdue the Lancers for questioning. Um, which brings us around to Jax. You see one of the Watchmen suddenly run up. There's, however, 3 Lancers left that all tried to like stab you and your friend. Like right there. You also just saw 3 other Lancers just like whoop right off the side.
Jax just kind of goes, what? Whatever. And then I move the nearest which side of me is Kale on? Is Kale on
We'll
my
say the
left?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I go to the left. I go to the immediate
Try to
Lancer
flank.
to my left.
Yeah. Okay.
And I get behind.
Okay.
But it's a really cool like spin move that I'm like spinning like a ballerina. It's a cool time. I do like 4 spins, and then at the end of the last one, it is a kick right to the back of the head of this Lancer.
Okay. So like slip right with your leg right to the back
Yeah,
of his head. Go
yeah.
ahead and
Put the
make your
shock on it.
attack. Okay.
This is a great time. I'm trained in unarmed attacks now.
Okay, so that drops it from
No,
a difficulty 5 to a difficulty
or dice
4,
don't
so
exist. I'm rolling a different
12 or
die.
better.
Yeah. Hey. Is it? Oh, this booty. It's an 11.
11, just short. So
Tragedy has stricken the nation.
we'll say that he's a little distracted by the fact that there's like this scream of like trying to bolster himself, like stop where you are from the Watchmen charging forward to try and help you guys.
It's a great
Which
time.
again, you and Kale don't know yet that the Watchman is running in to help and is screaming, "Stop where you are!" at the Lancers.
No, I'm not worried about him.
Yeah. So that does bring us around to Kale. Like you just saw again, like flying Lancers. There's 3 left. You got
Yep.
stabbed by
One of them
one,
doesn't have a
but you
weapon.
disarmed one of them. Yeah, you disarmed
Yep.
one of them. And like now you have another watchman like running towards you, screaming, "Stop where you are!" Which of them are you attacking? The one that Jax just attacked, the unarmed one, or the one in the middle?
The one in the middle is probably the most dangerous because he's still got a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to coil back and come down on this guy with both front paws as I
Okay.
wreck him.
All right.
I
Rear
get
back and wreck.
1 asset for having Pico in battle with me, but I'm minus
Mhm.
1 for doing a wreck.
Okay.
That is a 16. Does that hit?
16 hits, yeah, because
Hell
that
yeah.
evened itself out essentially.
Yeah. So that does 6 damage plus another 3. So 9 damage to this guy
Okay, so
as I just like rear up and stomp on him.
yeah, so like you can feel that the armor that he's wearing does pad it a little bit, but you did a decent amount of damage nevertheless. And
I'm gonna
like
let out a
the
mighty roar as I do so
yeah.
to try and just
And he's
intimidate anyone in the
seems
area.
to stumble back a step a little bit of like what the fuck just happened because giant dragon thing just decided to rear back and like pony stomp him. But like it's obvious coughing, manages to stay on his feet. The unarmed one next to you also seems to be like starting to draw the smaller spear that they all carry. Um, and that brings us back around to the Lancers. So we've got the 3 that are in front of you, and then the 3 that are also in the water and trying to swim with armor on.
Oh, have fun with that.
Yeah, toward
While a sea
the
serpent is like,
boat
ooh, dinner.
dockets. Yeah, while the sea
Crunchy.
serpent is kind of handling those 3 on its own. And you can hear like the screams of someone being bitten into by a monster. Um, but with that, let's go ahead and have 3. Uh, we'll do 2 from Tail and 1 from Jax. Three defenses.
Also, heads or tails, Tail and Jax, because one of
Yeah,
y'all
which one?
gets
Yeah, which one?
distortion.
Yeah, which one
Oh,
of
right.
you has distortion? Because that
Excel
gives
said
you an asset.
tails. Hold on.
I got a tail. Let's do tails.
I got a tail.
It was heads.
So
Which
Jax, I
one of us
guess.
had tails?
You
They both claimed tails.
They both
so-
claim
both.
tails. So whoever wants heads.
I feel like if Kale has a tail, then
Yeah,
Jack's probably
then
has a
Jax
head.
has
So.
Jax is
Kale has,
blinking then.
Kale has
Yeah.
it. Plus, it was specialized, but that probably doesn't count now because I rolled a 6 for this defense, so that's a good time.
I did
Well,
15 and a 19.
Yeah, so you had specialized, and then so that brought it down from a 5 to a 2, honestly,
Damn.
for Jax.
Damn.
So that's a 6 or better.
Oh.
What did you roll?
A 6.
Ah, so you made it. Yeah, you made it. That distortion made it for you.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, so like
Nice.
once again, Jax
Well, I
is
thought
blinking
Kale's
in
getting
and out
distortion.
of out of like this shadowy, distorted figure, just second to second,
God
back
damn
and
it.
forth.
Fucking
And
himbo.
like
I'm so
the
confused.
spear, like the heavy spear, just right past you in the middle of a distortion. Kale, what were your 2 rolls?
15 and 19.
All right, made both of them easily. So
Sweet.
just like
I am too armored.
knocking these things off and to the side, not taking a single hit this round, and the shorter spear seems to be even less effective. Bringing us around to Sybil and Ball. What you guys doing?
What are we doing?
What are we
Maggie?
doing?
That's a
What
good
are we
question.
doing? Yeah. Hold on. We had all this time to
Yeah,
think
why
about
do we
what we're
always
doing.
wait for the last second?
Oh, it's
Hold on.
hold on.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. So I'll go. I'm gonna look at one of whichever has the weapon, the most dangerous weapon of the 2 lancers that are attacking Kale.
There's 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
whichever
the 2
one.
that are attacking Kale.
Yeah.
So that would be the one in the middle that Kale did damage to.
Cool. I'll look at him,
Mhm.
and I'll enthrall him by saying, "Hey! 3 on 2 is not fair, man. You and me, we're gonna have a talk now."
We just started talking at him,
You're like
Yeah.
coming up
shaming
the
him like a
stairs.
child.
How fucking dare you? That is a fucking cool ass dragon. You don't hurt dragons. How fucking dare you? Look at it. It's gorgeous. Fuck off. And I'm just gonna keep
Alright, so
going.
so
in
yeah,
that
you're just shaming this Lancer with enthrall
If we
like
had
a
vicious mockery, this
child.
would be it.
Yeah, like
Amazing.
a child getting in trouble from their mom. Beautiful.
Happy Mother's
Um,
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah. I had to have at least one mom moment in this session, I guess.
Bal
But
did
yeah,
already.
Val is the
Ba-
team mom.
Yeah.
We've j-
I mean,
Kinda, yeah.
Alexi is my child. We have established this before
Mhm.
already. So.
Yeah.
Brought
biological.
into a combat.
Mhm.
He's
All right.
okay.
Yeah,
I don't know where he is
he's
right now,
fine.
but he's
He's
fine.
probably still riding the sea serpent while it's trying to eat the
Probably.
lancer.
Jax,
I don't think he
just
had a
give
cool
me
way to
just give
get
me a
off.
flat roll. Yeah, just get Jax, give me a roll. Just one
Or
roll
if
for
he pulls off
Alexi.
a cool move.
18.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
Alexi.
good.
So
Hell yeah.
Alexi, like as the serpent is like letting you guys off essentially, and Jax like just bolts forward, sees Sybil do the ragdoll drop.
Listen.
He's just like, and then like runs up the neck of the sea serpent and jumps off right behind Ball and is just like peeking out from behind Ball at the Lancer. Like, do you always talk to people like they're children? Because he's gotten used to all of you talking to him like he's a child, and now you are talking to a Lancer like it's a child.
Child.
They're like,
So yeah, Alexi is literally just standing right behind you, Ball. Like, do you always talk to people like they're children? Is this just like a thing for you? Like, that's just kind of weird.
No, actually, so the thing is, and then I just explained
Yeah.
because I don't have to talk at the person. I can
No,
just
you
talk
just have
in
to be
general.
yeah, you just have to be talking.
So I'll have a
Okay.
conversation with Alexi while
Yeah.
that guy's frozen for me.
amazing.
So Alexi will kind of be nodding along, listening. Okay, don't let them move you. Okay, we won't let them move you.
That's all right.
Bringing us
Thank you.
around to Sybil. What are you doing?
She's like hanging off of the town watchman who's like the closest to her and just like playing it up. But
Oh,
what
yeah.
she is actually doing is sending a mental onslaught attack to the Lancer closest
Ooh.
to we'll say whichever one looks the most dangerous. It's
Well, one of them is enthralled, one of them
Not
has a
that one.
short lance, and then one of them has a full lance. So the one that has the full lance and is attacking Jax and is not enthralled.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
we'll do that one.
Gotta protect the
Which is
boyfriend.
He's gonna hurt
Which
Jax.
just-
No,
uh
you gotta
she
protect your
is
boy.
like I think blubbering and then just stops for a second and just looks like she's glaring daggers at this random man around like
Okay,
Hell yeah.
okay. And like the Lancer who is maybe in his 40s, just like, don't worry, we've got you. We'll protect you. We'll get you back to your moms. We've got you. And like
thank you so
comforting
much.
you. Yeah. I know you don't have to look at them. You don't have to look at them. We'll
No, I
protect
want to
you.
know. I want to see him.
She wants to know that it
Roll to
hurts.
attack, please.
So stupid. It didn't fucking work. I rolled a 3.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
no.
So you can feel that it doesn't quite hit, but
Yeah.
he's just like patting you on the shoulder. Well, it's okay. Well, we've got to. And then he starts trying to direct the others.
No,
We want to
this-
get her up. We've got to get her up and away from the fight.
No, that's fine. Pat. I mean, oh, thank you so much.
Oh no.
But yeah, so
God damn it, man.
that brings us around to the Watchman. The one that had been running to attempt to help you guys comes up, and the one that is next to the one that has the smaller lance, he's going to attack since you guys kind of have the other two in line. So he's like running up, like in the middle of screaming, "No, stay where you are! dare you? And like it becomes a how dare you? And he draws his sword, and it almost looks like he might be like trying to slot between the two of them to attack you, Kale. And then surprise attack right across the Lancer's back. Sybil,
Ooh.
since you were the one that convinced him that the Lancers were responsible for Sybil's disappearance, you get to roll for him.
That's
Can we
not
call
great.
this one Eduardo?
That's not.
Yes, we can call this one Eduardo.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. That was a 19.
Oh,
Ed,
Ed,
good
job.
This one. This is the only good dice
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
You
so
just cursed it.
Eduardo like comes running up. No, stop where you are. How dare you? Swipes this guy right across the back with his
Hell yeah.
sword, dealing not a lot of damage because the sword versus the armor, but
extra damage because 19.
yeah, extra damage because of 19. I forgot about that. So that's an extra 3 points of damage. So that,
Plus,
Damn.
now he's committed treason, which
Good
means
job,
he can
Ed.
be part of our crew.
yeah,
He hasn't committed treason. This is a
Yeah.
foreign national.
yeah. This is a
That's war.
foreign
that's-
national. This is
Yeah.
an occupying army essentially.
You're
Like
allowed to do
the
that.
Lancers
they
are
don't-
essentially
they
an
don't know
occupying
anything.
army of Eisenbridge.
This
They
means
know.
war.
They know that they're not from here.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I was-
Lancers are legitimately, and
Yeah.
the Lancers, or the Watchmen don't like the Lancers.
That's what I was
we've
banking
already
on.
seen
Neither
that
do
they
I.
really don't like the Lancers either because they're also
Oh, yeah.
being forced to let the Lancers walk around on patrol with them. And the Lancers are not great. So the Watchmen don't like the Lancers to begin with, and they are essentially an occupying army of Eisenbridge.
And literally the princess just walked up and was like, kill those guys.
Not a princess.
Captain Princess.
Captain Princess, yeah.
Not
Princess.
not
Captain
that.
Princess.
Yeah, but yeah, so like swipes right
sovereign.
across this guy,
No
does
captain.
a
May she
decent
forever
amount of
reign.
damage because of that 19, like shocking the one with
Love
the
lips,
short spear. And like, so you see this, and like as he strikes and like gets back into position to fight again, he's just like, how dare you? Her family has done so much for this city.
She's the princess.
She is not. She's not.
Gaslight,
that.
big keep, girl boss.
Yeah.
But that does
The
bring us
pri-
around to
For the
Jax.
princess.
For the
No.
Captain
Princess.
Princess.
So how I imagine this going is
Yeah.
Jax misses that first attack after doing that really cool spin move. This
Uh-huh.
Lantern tries to stab him, and with
Yeah.
the same leg that he tried to kick with the first time, so he has his leg out. He tries to
Yeah,
get
just
stabbed.
like-
He dodges,
Mhm.
and leg still in the air. He puts it. This is flavor. He puts it onto the lance, onto
Mhm.
like the shaft of the lance,
Yeah, steps on
and
the lance.
pushes it down, and comes up with the other leg right across to the face. Again,
Yeah.
shock on it.
Yeah.
Putting shock.
Jumping spin
Come
kick.
on. Come on, baby. That's a big old 14. I'm trained in this.
So that hits. So you're putting a
Just
shock
had to
on
put
it.
that
You've
out there.
got fury
Yeah,
going.
I love the panic. I'm trained. I'm trained.
You've got you hit so that you've got shock on it. You are trained in armed attack, so that already helped that. And you've got fury going, I believe.
Yeah. So that's a big old 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Right to this
Wow.
guy's face.
Right to this guy's face. You've just dislocated someone's jaw. Okay.
No.
I did that earlier too.
No, that was just like that.
He
when we
doesn't
got
need.
here.
He doesn't need a jaw. He's okay.
His jaw normally hangs like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's what he
better-
looks like.
Better than
Yeah.
being
So
close.
like, it's this.
It's easy
like,
to do those giant turkey legs. you
Yeah,
know?
so your foot is up in the air, comes down, steps, and then you use that as leverage to come up in this spinning kick right to the side of this dude's face, dislocating his jaw, and as you land, like just shock radiating through his body. Hale, what you up to?
All right.
Just for more flavor, real quick. Just more
Uh-huh.
flavor. As I
Yeah,
land,
yeah,
the left leg is still kind of up in the air, and I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like,
yeah.
and I
All
go,
right.
"One more." Yeah, sorry.
All
keep
right,
going.
all right.
Jax has seen far too
Okay.
many Jet Li movies.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. See, yeah, I've watched Kenichi. Okay, I just
No judgment here.
Yeah, Kenichi. Yeah, I love Kenichi.
I've watched
Amazing.
Kenichi. I've watched it. But yeah, so definitely a little bit of
Yeah,
like
man,
the
I'm
like
on the same
TIE
boat.
fighter type of move.
Kenichi, the mightiest disciple. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hale, what you up to? Having seen
Well,
this
Yeah,
Watchman
Kale
come
had
up and
turned
like,
around to like confront this watchman who was running towards him with a sword,
Yeah.
and then sees the watchman stab the guy in the back, and sort of
yeah,
pauses, inclines their head, and then turns their attention back to the guy that they had wrecked last
the
term.
one with
I think
the one that's
I'm just
enthralled.
going for a claw attack this time, not a wreck. So I get
Okay.
advantage, or I get one
Okay.
down because of
Okay.
Pico's aid, snarling and
Mhm.
snapping at the guy's feet, which is
Mhm.
good because I only rolled an 11.
Okay.
So if I brought it
Uh,
down a step, maybe I hit. I might
It
get a
was a
12.
5, so that's a 12, or it becomes a 4, so 12 or better.
Yeah, so I only rolled 11. I miss. With
All right, so yeah,
but I'm going to yell because I can speak very loudly in this form.
yeah. So shockingly, it's kind of Pico harrying the guy that causes him to very distractedly step out of the range of your attack, like just kind of step to the side, because he was enthralled.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was enthralled. Is it taking damage or getting attacked that causes him to
Getting
go
Any
attacked.
attack.
enthralled? Okay,
I
so
thought it was the
yeah,
other one.
it's
I guess they've both been attacked now, so doesn't
yeah.
matter.
So yeah, he's like kind of distractedly sees this attack coming in and like feels Pico like going at his ankles and knees and just kind of steps to the side, very disoriented, but avoids the attack just barely, bringing us around to the Lancers. This Lancer is awake, is aware, is very distracted, doesn't fully know what's going on, but goes to try and strike you again with the heavy lance. The other Lancer is going to turn around and attempt to retaliate on the Watchman. So I would like a defense roll from Maggie, Kale, and Jax, because Maggie, you are rolling for your little Watchman friend.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Ooh, 13?
16.
16, good.
16 also specialized.
All 3 16s?
I had a
13.
13.
Kale got a
Oh,
13.
13.
But I got to step down because I have defense.
Yes, so you are absolutely fine. It just grazes right past you, off of your
Oh, and I'm
scales.
distorted.
Yeah. So Jax, with ease, like you were already dodging, and it goes right past the skimmed edge of your distortion shadow. The Watchman just kind of dodges back and gets ready to strike again, while ranting at him about, like, basically the fact that they have invaded the city and taken one of their own in this conspiracy. Like, this guy has drank the Kool-Aid for you and is in there.
Love it.
You also see
Love it.
another couple of the Watchmen running to assist as well, because at this point word is starting to spread among the other 5 from the ones that you had initially convinced, and they're going off because one of their own is fighting against the Lancers too. So it looks like you guys are about to swarm the Lancers with Watchmen on your side.
This is
Amazing.
wonderful.
How
This is amazing.
is
You did
anybody
something
else coming
cool,
out to
Maggie.
watch?
Hell
It's
yeah.
like there's been
Um,
roars and lightning and
If you want to look
screaming.
around,
I'll glance. It's
Yeah.
not like a full action.
yeah, so on the Jackson Kale turn, if you want to take a look around, you can. Buddy, seriously?
He's so
But in the meantime, we do have Ball. Seriously, dog, you are just. He is going to town, rolling around and being a dog. But yes, so we do still, in the meantime, have the Sybil and Ball turn. If you guys wanted to kind of look around to see if you have an audience, you would be able to determine that.
I don't want to do that.
I,
That's not a thing in Ball's mind right now.
Yeah.
Did you got something, Maggie? You can go ahead and do it.
no, there's not a thought in my head right now.
Okay.
Okay.
While you figure out a single thought, Bal is gonna still be talking to Alexei and be like, right, yeah. And sometimes if I hear language, hang on, oi, I didn't tell you to stop moving. Stop moving. I didn't give you permission for that. Anyway, and I'm gonna fall the other way.
You're enthralling.
Yeah.
Perfect. Same
Good.
guy.
Yep, same guy.
So-
I didn't tell him he could start moving.
Exactly. So yeah, what is like Alexei is like positioning himself like ready for a fight nearby to try and keep people from trying to move you. And it's like, okay, yeah.
I love it because Bal is just standing there casually, like it's like they're on the marketplace, just having a chat with a friend.
Mhm.
And,
Uh-huh.
but the entire
Little
time just
combat.
exerting control over somebody else in the
Mhm.
middle of a battlefield.
It's perfect. It is absolutely wonderful. Just like casually, like yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so
You
sometimes
you
I'm
keep
also
paying attention to me. You keep paying attention to me.
yeah, sometimes when I hear people talk, I can pick up the language. That's how I can speak to the sea serpent, by the way.
That's really kind of like I think that's kind of cool.
It is, yeah.
That seems kind of cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the whole like communicating thing because I'm not really good at the communicating thing.
Oh, if you want to learn,
Mostly
I can
just kind
teach
of
you how
want
to
to
talk.
like I mostly just kind of want to punch people in the face that piss me off. But like
Mm-hmm.
Jim always said that like knowledge is power.
It is, yeah. If you talk to someone, you can get away with a lot more than if you punch them.
That makes sense. I mean, like that's why Jax is training me.
Well,
But yeah. So Sybil, what are you doing?
So, do we? Shush. Do we? Are we like pretty confident we're gonna win this, or is this like still an active fight?
You are pretty
I'm pretty
confident
confident.
that unless something changes, like backup arrives or the watchmen are unconvinced of what you
Mhm.
said, that you will probably win. It will take several rounds to finish defeating the Lancers, whether that is through like just full on killing them or subduing them in a way to where they are captive of the Watchmen. You
Great.
are probably going to be okay. Yeah.
I want to do Dream Thief. To learn something about one of the Lancers, something new. If
What's
there
the range
is
on that?
Oh, it's short range.
Short
That's
range,
true.
they are within 50 feet of you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so like you are able to, yeah, like in the middle of like basically having to tell the story again to the other watchmen that have now like caught on to what's going on.
This is amazing.
I got
You are able
taken
to target one
captive
of
by the Lancers and it was so scary. And then my friends came and got me and they're fighting right now and you have to help them.
I love that this is the same voice of I want a boyfriend and I want my boyfriends to be boyfriends.
All right, so you are trying to learn something about the Lancer individually to take control of the fight, or you're wanting to find something about like the city that they're from. What are you trying to find out?
What I want to know is like their relationship to Victoire.
Okay,
Victoire.
Victoire.
Can you see Victoire's face?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I do that? Can I steal a dream of Victoire's face?
You
What
can
is this
get
guy, a
general
fanboy?
impressions. You can get general impressions because you're able to steal a dream that's reminiscent of his training.
That's fair.
They're trained
That's
from
cool.
puberty.
So
So it's
they
kind
were
of like a
19 years
montage.
old.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those montage types of dreams where like you have like the amalgamation of the various memories of them training. And so they are trained from a very, very young age theoretically. So they're taken essentially at the pre-adolescence type stage as hormones and mentality adjusts and shifts. And one of them is generally taken into command training, and that was Victoire. So you get a general impression of what Victoire looked when they were younger, but it's passing. And then now it's just kind of this mental image of someone that is so much bigger and so much more powerful and so much more impressive. The way that like a layman might see Jax, for example.
Great.
Mm,
But Victoire is
sure.
neither really short nor tall. He's maybe 5'8" ish, 5'8", 5'9". So he's not like particularly short. He's not particularly tall.
Yeah, a man of average build.
Yeah, but built wide, like strong, wide, sturdy.
Oh, he's a rectangle. Oh, it's
Yeah.
square.
And has these really odd like sideburns that come to a really sharp point.
Very Pokemon trainer of you.
Yeah, very pale blonde hair. Couple of scars maybe, but it's hard to tell from the dream.
Excellent. He also takes he loses 2 points of intellect.
Okay.
Does that mean that I have to roll? That's not an attack.
If it doesn't say that it is an attack or a target, let me just pull it.
You
up.
steal a previous dream from a living creature within short range. The creature loses 2 points of intellect, and you learn something that the GM chooses to reveal. Action.
Well, that doesn't sound like you need to roll anything for it.
You don't need to roll
Yeah.
for that one.
Great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys are.
You are now.
Oh, we are also apparently in an ad for those of us, those of you who are not subscribed on Twitch.
Poopy.
But yeah, so working towards that, you have gotten kind of a general impression of what training felt like and the association of one of their own being brought into a chosen one type of role that then developed the leadership and led them ever since.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which brings us around to the Watchmen. 5 more join in the fight against the Lancers. So you guys have them essentially surrounded. And Jax, you now have like a small contingent around you that are like armed and ready to also fight the Lancers that you are fighting against.
Yeah. Big Dog is gonna attack again.
All
So
right.
again with the same leg still kind of up, it just shoots out right towards the dude's chest. I'm putting shock on this. I'm also gonna apply effort
Okay.
for damage because I remember
Effort
that
for
I can do
damage.
that now
Okay.
for the first time.
Okay. Yes, you can. You can apply effort to gain more damage. On shock, is there a special contingency regarding effort towards damage?
Let me look.
In some cases, for those of you who may not know, if you apply effort on a power that does damage, sometimes instead of dealing 3 extra damage per level of effort, you instead deal a smaller amount per level of effort, but do damage even if you fail the roll.
Rise lightning.
Cool.
Shock.
Shock.
Where are you? Shock. There it is. If you blah, 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 if you wield a weapon. No, it just says you inflicted 3 points of damage or shocked. And if you wield a weapon, it inflicts an extra damage per attack as it crackles with it the whole time.
Okay, yeah.
rather than the
So,
ones.
all right. So in that case, it does 3 extra damage if you hit.
Lovely. Come on, I'm training these. That is a 19.
19. You're
I'm
dumping
taking the
damage on
extra
this one.
damage from that too.
All right,
Kill this
so
man.
do some math for me.
All right, so
What
I
do you
do
do?
with Fury, my normal thing, my normal just damage and also shock. It's 11 points plus another
Mhm.
3
Right.
makes it 14
Plus
whatever the
the
19
3
adds.
points. Yeah, plus 3 points for 19.
So
Which
that
That is a crater.
makes it a
It says 17.
17.
Yeah,
There you go.
17.
17
That's
points of
damage.
damage.
That would one shot most fighters.
Yeah. That would like put most fighters in the ground.
Yeah. Hello.
So fucking 17 points of damage. Damn.
My God.
Kill this man. Yeah, I would die.
All right, so I'm just gonna say you also get another special effect just from the amount of fucking damage that you do. You knock the heavy spear out of his hands.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so like you come back in with another strike that just loads
Kick
so
to the
much
chest.
electricity into this man's body, like just crackling through all of the metal on his body and the armor, and just in the shock from it, he drops the weapon in his hands. And you have probably caused a variety of internal damage because you have dropped like into maybe a quarter of his health in very few shots.
It is a very
And this is
for
like death
thematically
health, not the knocking them unconscious health. So
lovely.
he is like dazed and like wobbly and a little toasty.
Just
Just a little
thematically,
toasty.
it was like loading a gun. Like he raised his
Uh,
leg up, and you just heard a cocking sound for some reason. and then it was like he held it there as if he was charging it, and then just it was a quick like right to the
Oh, yeah.
chest.
There were
Yeah,
speed
right
lines
into the solar
everywhere.
plexus.
Don't
Yeah, right into the solar
should
plexus. He's
should
got little crackling electricity Tweety birds going right around his head.
You're banned.
You said
Anyway.
it, not us.
Yeah.
Joel and I agree
Yeah, I
with
guess
today.
he
Let us
just
live.
Oh man,
can't take your power.
that is the worst sound
He
to
just
hear
can't.
before you're dying.
You just can't take your power. You're like essentially Chidoriing this guy to the chest every
Mhm.
hit.
Look,
Um,
I forgot that I could apply effort to
Mhm.
to my damage, so we get ready to see a lot more of that in the future.
Yeah, effort damage is whew, it's in there. Um, so yeah, you like this guy is like probably coughing up blood as he like stands there dazed from the hit.
Hell yeah. Hell
Kale,
yeah.
what you doing? You gonna
I am
wreck
going
something
to
else?
take a look around for a second.
Yeah.
Have we drawn a crowd?
Looking around, you can't quite see down into deep view, though there is kind of noises that indicate that some might be watching. But looking up at the opposite cliff face, there are definitely people watching from cliffside as you guys fight against these lancers, essentially, and they can also see the uniforms of the watchmen coming to your aid and fighting the lancers instead.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm pretty loud when I yell.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to like acoustically angle things for the watchers.
Okay.
As I will leap out of the fight up into a spur of rock nearby
Okay.
and address the city.
Okay.
Oh
Address
fuck
the city.
yes.
As I will just Just a second, I need my notes.
Yeah,
Is that in
Yeah.
character? Kale as a dragon going,
like,
hold on.
Hold on,
Gotta
ahem.
think.
Puts on
Just a
like
moment,
tiny
just a moment.
glasses.
I leap up with
People
my
of
mane majestically in the wind
Icenbridge.
and go,
No.
people of Icenbridge,
Yep.
a corrupt member of the council has brought in these lancers from Einliness, and they seek to overthrow the city. Rise up against them and fight.
Well, they're very strong.
Fuck yes.
Okay, beautiful, wonderful. Please make a roll for how well you
I'm
have
not
projected.
going to,
You're
because
not
I have
going
a nat 20.
Oh my god.
to? Great thing to land.
I'm
that.
not
Great
going
thing
to.
to
Yes.
play that off.
So
And I
sad.
should also, just a second, I should have
Yeah.
this particular overlay going
Oh?
instead.
Oh yeah.
This is the call to arms,
Big
baby.
Kale.
Spending a
Yeah.
nat 20 on that.
Big dragon.
All
I
right, so
can't,
yeah,
I can't
call
see
to
it, but I
arms.
bet it looks great.
Yeah, so you guys, you like project your voice and your dragon roar across
I'm gonna
this,
spend
which
effort
will
to be
also
very loud.
echo down into deep view because you're basically right above the entrance to deep view.
Yep.
Calling to arms, and you can hear the faint sound of people like yelling or talking, but they are far enough away to where it's hard to hear what they might be saying in response, but there is definitely a response being made. You may see the results of that as time goes by. But that does bring us back around to the Lancers, who are going to attempt, or they're not as concerned with the Watchmen as they are with Jax. So,
Sorry, Jax.
yeah,
I
so
just left you in it.
It's okay.
let's
I
do
can take it. It's who I am.
two defense rolls from Jax because the dazed guy is currently having to fight off a couple of watchmen that are preventing him from like drawing his other spear.
I also have one of them enthralled.
Right, you do. He has not been attacked yet, so only one defense roll from
Yay.
Jax.
I'm specialized in also distorted.
Yes, so that drops it down to
Oh.
2. So you only have to roll a 6 or better right
It's a
now.
12.
12. Easily.
Yeah, I was like,
Easily.
12?
Yeah.
What is that?
Also,
It's numbers. Numbers.
Oh.
well,
Yes,
One and
the
a two,
famous
12.
visual
Yeah.
for 12.
Listen.
I love you, man.
I don't
Yeah,
have 12
perfect,
fingers. I don't know what you want me to do.
Perfect.
I love the toes, man. Come on.
Yeah. Like just get your foot
Not for
somehow
free.
into frame.
Not for free in this economy.
You know what? That's fair.
Valid. Valid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, easily you like just step out of range of this short spear that's trying like vaguely to stab you off to the side. As it comes back around to Sybil and Ball. Ball, you have this one lancer still enthralled, and Alexi is like standing protectively in front of you. And okay, yeah, all right. So communication, knowledge is power. Yeah, okay. And he's trying to imitate the pose that Jax had. But is not doing a very good job. Like one of his wrists is far too bent, and was like,
Maggie, do you have anything you want to do special? Because I'm just gonna do the same thing I did the last entire fight.
do the same thing.
Okay, I think it would actually be better if you put your arms down and you just use a weapon, because then they don't know that you're going to attack them until you stab them in the heart, and then they die, and there's no need to fight. And then I'm just gonna,
yeah, like a dagger or something. Okay.
well, yeah, a dagger
Okay.
works. Yeah, if you want to get up close, if you want to get far, use like a bow, or I don't know if we have cannons in this world. Actually, you can use like a bow or something. Use range.
All right, so I could do it that way. And like he's starting to like mumble about like, okay, dagger, I could like have one like in like my sleeves or something.
That's how you get cuts in your arms. No, you should put it on a belt with either or with some like sheath of some sort.
And
And that's my turn.
Mm,
You got this.
no, that the thing is that they got this. So I'm like, what do I want to do right now?
It does look like, well, some of the watchmen are being left behind to guard you, especially since you are resisting being escorted away. One is
Absolutely.
about to be sent off to, like, let your parents and Michelli know that it was
Oh,
actually the Lancers.
absolutely not. She is intercepting that guy.
Okay. How
Yeah,
are you doing that? What you doing?
incredible question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to kill him. Hold on. I only recently learned that this was happening. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on.
like, sorry, I should have, like, yeah, so
Ah.
if you are resisting being escorted away, they are going to attempt to spread the word that you are not only safe, but it was not the people that they are claiming attacked and or kidnapped you.
What's
Okay.
amazing is that I could stop them easily. I just don't fucking know where Sybil is.
Nobody knows where
Yeah.
Sybil is.
Yeah, so
Not a
you
single
see
person
that
knows
one
where
is
Sybil is.
about to try and run up the stairs instead of down into deep view. That's all that you're able to see.
I want to phase door essentially just directly in front of him.
Okay. So you pop out, like, you disappear into the wall
Wow.
behind you as, like, these
Yeah.
guards are, like, standing in front of you. Don't worry, we'll protect
Oh yeah,
you.
hold on
We'll
one sec.
protect you, and then, like, you disappear. They
Exit
don't
stage
notice
left.
at first because their backs are to you for the most part, except for the one that had been trying to comfort you. And then you pop out of the wall on this stairwell, directly in front of the one that was about to run off to spread the word, and he screams.
No. Not
I
enough
would
of that.
like I would like a roll from any of you. Like, just someone make a roll for this guy.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I don't roll
Make
poorly.
me try.
But well, you don't know if you want poorly.
I don't know if I won't poorly.
How's a natural 20 sound?
Oh my god.
Natural 20. Okay, so whereas if it had been a bad roll,
He
it would have been he
fucking
would have been
died.
startled enough to where he would fall off and into the water.
Oh,
But a
okay,
nat
so this
20
is
is a
good.
major effect. He's going to, like, dodge to the side and be like, where did you come from? Okay, let's get you out of here. Like, grabs, does not realize that you just peered through the wall. Grabs you by the arm and, like, it's like, okay, let's get you out of here,
Roll
and
to
tries to start
disbelief, yeah.
escorting you up the stairs.
Is this the first time an NPC has gotten a natural 20?
Yeah.
Apparently,
I think
yeah.
so.
Because
Maybe.
NPCs don't generally get to roll.
They don't roll, yeah.
That's
Damn.
true, yeah.
So he, like, dodges to the side instead of being stopped. I move my arms so much and it is making the entire desk move, so my camera keeps wiggling. I am so sorry, audience.
I also love that his major effect is not dying.
Well, it's
Yes.
what else is it going to be? He, like, automatically grabs Sybil and, like, puts her in a fireman's carriage
He
and
just
run off
switches
with her. I'm
places
not
with
gonna do
Sybil.
that.
Ah!
So, like, yeah, he dodges
I'll
out of the
protect
way,
you.
doesn't realize where you came from, like, takes a hold of your arm and is trying to, like, escort you to safety.
He just stabs
So,
Sybil.
like, yeah, so Sybil, you have
Like,
someone
"Ah."
yet again trying to escort you away from a fight.
Right.
Um,
This keeps happening.
it really
You'd think
does.
I would make I made different choices this time and I still am getting escorted away.
Well, it's not effectively yet.
Sucks being the
Jax.
princess.
Yeah, Jax, it's up to you.
Does
You've
anybody
got
know where I
one-
am at this
No.
point?
No. Jax is in the
Okay.
middle of a fight. He's got a dazed Lancer that is trying, like, that the watchmen are trying to, like, grab his arms and restrain him. He's got one that is fully enthralled and just kind of standing there with his weapon, like, huh? And then we've got one that has a short spear that it tried to attack him and failed epically. and then the various watchmen around you. At this point, there's like 6 of them that are all trying to help / restrain.
I'm attacking the one in front of me. If he's not down, he's going.
Okay. The one that like is he's
One
not
that I
fully
just
restrained by the watchman yet. But it does look like they're about to try and tie his arms up. So are you still attacking him, or are you going to attack one of the other ones that are moving freely, or the one that's moving freely?
Look, Jax.
It's basically, do you want to kill him, or do you want him to be captured?
Listen, it probably is a better idea for him to be captured.
But
Jax can be bound by no one but himself, as his scripture says. So,
okay. So he is going to
and
attack
Jax is
the
on a
one.
mission.
Yeah, he's going to attack the one that that is very, very injured. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. This is I'm training this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new thing. I do it to remind myself too.
You were trained, so that started
It's a
out
big old
as
15.
so that brings it from a 5 to a 4, and then the circumstance bonus of what all is happening brings it down to a 9. 15 would have made it even without all of that helping you. So yeah, you land your hit, and you've got your fury going.
I forget to say I'm doing shock.
Are you shocking?
Did I say that? Yeah, I'm shocking
Yeah.
always, most of the
Okay.
time. Unless I'm using another power, shock is there always.
All right. So yeah, you're coming in with shock and fury, just like
11.
11 points of
11
damage.
damage.
All right.
Does this
So
take him down?
yeah. I mean, he like full on takes another one to the chest, and in the middle of trying to struggle out of these guys' arms, just like there's a cracking sound of you breaking his ribs underneath his armor, as like he's out.
I think it's one of those. It's one of those like Jax
Drops
kind of
like a
like
sack.
rushes towards him, and it is just like an uppercut right to the middle of the chest, and
Alright, yeah.
it is very much and I'll continue to like move past, and as I'm walking past the guards, I say, they're trying to take you home, and you try to take them alive.
Okay. All right. Well, this guy
Yeah.
this guy drops like a sack. He is a sack of potatoes. We've got an enthralled one, and then the short spear one. The watchmen look at you in a little bit of horror, but like kind of
Still
drop the
got that
body
aura of the
gently to the
beyond.
ground. Yeah, drop the body a little bit gently to the ground, and one of them is like checking pulse to see if he's still alive, and then the other ones are like positioning to continue attempting to help against the other lancers. But yeah, Kale, you see people starting to move around across the cliffs. You're not really sure what they're doing yet, but there is some sort of visual reaction to what you've been saying. And then down on the kind of platform that the fighting had been going on, Jax just dropped the fuck out of someone. And the Lancers are helping to restrain the enthralled one, and the other one is like fighting for his life to stay up.
Cool. I'm gonna continue monologuing.
Okay.
Is anyone surprised?
Yeah. Kale casts monologue.
no.
Okay.
Cast
Well,
monologue again.
It's one
I'm
intellect.
speaker. I'd be like, we have evidence that Harper Michelli and Gustav Mindlesev were the counselors who invited these foreigners to our shores to take control of the city.
Okay.
And they have.
You're just laying it out.
Oh God, yes. I mean, it's
Yeah.
there laundry.
Spill the tea. This is Kale's job.
That's what
Yeah.
I do, baby.
Yeah,
That's my
Kale is
thing.
spilling that tea. Baby.
And they have
The
turned
tea
against
wagon.
the people of Deepview to try to restrain them because they're worried about what magics have awakened beneath the city. We will not be contained any longer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like,
Another roar.
yeah,
Like
another
if
roar.
anyone is still asleep, they are waking up. They're gonna come out and take a look at what the hell is going on.
Very much so.
The
And
dragon yelling
also,
at them.
like, the watchmen that are down there helping can also hear everything that you're saying.
Oh,
You
yeah.
also hear the echoes of more movement in the stairwell that goes down into deep view, and you're starting to hear movement on like the next level up of cliffside on your side of the cliffs that can't easily see down to what you guys are doing. But this is just echoing through this river valley
Yep.
that is leading out into the lake where
If
you guys
there's
are.
another jut of rock that I can climb up to and be seen and heard easier, I'll do so.
Climb check.
Awesome. I am trained. No, I'm not even. I'm specialized.
Yeah. So it goes from
Woo!
12 down to a 6, essentially.
Well, I rolled a 17.
17. Easy. Easy
In
as
like a couple
pie.
bounds, like a mountain lion. I just bound up
yeah.
the wall.
Easy as pie. And from this vantage, you can kind of see up to the next level of cliffside, and there are people that are like looking over the railing at the edge to try and catch a view of what's going on. And there's the odd assortment of magical shifts that have happened to people, interspersed with people that still look like humans for the most part. That are all watching, and there's like a couple gaping faces because dragon creature. And from this vantage, you can also see past the dock finally, and that there are splatters of blood in the water where the sea serpent has finished off the rest of its meal and is like the dark shadow in the water starting to swim away.
Wow. I had two
yeah.
goals, and it was to spill some tea and be magical. So I'm doing it.
You have
Ace in that.
Magical.
Excuse you, Kale does that every time, every day. That's like Kale's existence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'll pose majestically.
yeah, so you're posing your fronds of leafy hair blowing in the wind. It is very majestic. Bringing us to the Lancers, I would like one more attempt to defend against the one that has the short spear, because you've got one that is fully dropped, one that is fully restrained at this point by the watchman, and the one with the short spear that Kale had disarmed at the front of the fight.
Oh, the Watchmen are trying to capture the enthralled one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. That was gonna be what I was told.
It's not an attack, so it's literally just taking the weapon out of his hands, and
Hell yeah.
they are like fully restraining him and like getting basically to be able to get more information out of him on the
Can't kill all of them.
So what was that? What was that,
It's a
Jax?
13.
13.
I'm specialized and also
you are.
distorted.
Yeah, you are easily avoiding that spear strike. Sybil, what are you doing? He's trying to escort you up, dodged a little bit because there was a swinging dragon tail as Kale climbed to a different vantage point. You've got this guard that's like determined to try and get you back to your family and or just away from the violence.
Can I see Kale? Or more importantly,
Yeah,
can
you
Kale see me?
Yeah, Kale can see you finally. If Kale looks down, Kale's been looking up a lot. Yeah, and is posing. But you can see Kale up there, yeah. In their like big ass dragon form.
I think Sybil tried to reason with him, with the guy pulling her up the stairs, and is like, "You please stop. We have to. I need to." Her version of reasoning is not actually telling any information whatsoever. And then it's just gonna like try and sit down.
No.
Just like fully like, no, we're not
Passive resistance.
Yes.
Wow.
And just look up and go, Kale, hey, hello.
Sybil needs an adult.
Sybil does need an adult.
Hello.
Hello. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
No, listen, we can't go home. Just listen to what they're saying.
All right. So, Sybil, roll me a d20.
Mhm.
I'm
Just
gonna roll this giant one.
yeah, just roll me a d20.
Just for no reason.
Make a sitting check.
That's an 8.
An 8. So you sit, and he's trying to pick you up at this point. You're not making it easy, but as he's trying to pick you up, no, I've got to get you out of the open. They've already
No,
made an
I'm okay,
attempt on one of the
actually.
council members' lives
Hold on, which one?
as he's trying to pick
Back
you
up.
up.
No, we can have this conversation right here. I promise. Can you tell me who it was that tried to everything? I'm fine right here.
Oh, you hear that?
I broke every.
It's
Because you're
me
like a
like
cat.
gradually sinking out of frame.
This is on steps too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like just kind of like no, we can talk about this here. We
Trying
can
to lift
talk
under your
about
arms,
this
and you're just like
here.
going.
I imagine, because also they're probably more muscular than she is, so she's just like hanging on to his arm, just like still being dragged up the. Wait, which one though? You have to tell me.
God, that's so good.
But yeah, so as all of that is happening, Ball, you don't necessarily need to
Question.
continue enthralling the guy that is restrained now.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
How close am I to that one lancer that is in that I was enthralling?
That you were enthralling probably about 40-ish feet, so within
I would be
short, but past
okay.
long.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna
Or past immediate, rather.
I'm gonna get to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let go of the thrall and I'm gonna walk up to him because I want to ask him some questions.
Okay.
have
So
some
easy
questions.
enough to do. Are you speaking as you get there, or are you waiting until you get up there at the end of the turn?
I'm gonna get up close to him first.
Okay. Which brings us around to Jax. Go ahead and try to wipe this guy off the face of the earth like I know you want to.
Yeah, that's what I live for. I'm trained in this.
That's what I live for.
It is
Killing
so
us.
it is just a slow walk up as I'm cracking my
Nah.
knuckles.
Mhm.
I go, all right, you next. And, and
Okay.
it is just a fist to the face.
All right. Give me
Shock,
your
of course.
punch attack. Yeah.
It's a 13 on the die.
Okay. So just with the
Specialized.
training that made it easy.
Yeah.
Training, not specialized.
Training,
But just
yeah.
with the training that did make it easy enough because that dropped it down to a 4, so 12 or better.
Yay.
So give me your damage. Give me your damage.
11 again because I'm doing
11.
all the things that I
All
need to.
right. Okay.
It's just a punch, just like a haymaker, drink to the jaw.
Yeah. So like you've also like partially dislocated this guy's jaw, and like there are scorch marks up along his face. He looks essentially what would be considered bloodied. He is not doing well. But like is backing up, trying to basically keep you and all of the watchmen in front where he can see and can't be easily taken from behind. As he's trying to back up from you. Kale,
don't
are you
worry.
just continuing
It's just
to
me.
like monologue and pose?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a recap of the monologue I did at the other fun of like magic is awakening and it's risen from the deeps, and anyone
you're
who
just
has blah blah
Y'all
blah.
are the
I'm
worst.
also gonna
All
spend
the
my
tea,
action
just all the tea.
recovering.
Okay.
Y'all
Yeah.
the worst.
Okay. Take
As
your
I
recovery.
have a new audience, and I'll just monologue to them. There we go.
Take your recovery. You're just
Awesome.
spilling everything. You are revealing
Mhm.
everything.
Yep. Also, keep in mind, this is not Kale
Uh-huh.
in this form. This is the ancient
The
dragon that is
Guardian.
Kale. So
Yeah, this is the Guardian.
The Guardian has no compunctions about telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay. Okay.
So they're
like,
just letting
Pico
it
was like gradually
spill.
climbing up the wall, trying to catch up to you because Pico had
Yeah.
been on the ground arrowing these
Oh,
guys
no.
at the ankle. So he's
I'll dangle a tail over.
yes.
Let me know when a minute is up.
Yeah. But yeah, so this goes for another round of the Lancer mostly just kind of trying to defend himself. Sybil, you're trying to figure out which
Yes.
which of the council members. So like go ahead and give me an interaction roll to try and persuade this guy to give you information instead of just
I'll do you
carrying
one
you off.
better. I will do you
Okay.
one better, which
Okay,
is
okay.
I'm asking who it is, just nonstop. Tell me who it was on the council, as I'm
Okay.
doing mind reading, because it's surface level, so I'm hoping that he'll just think it anyway.
Okay, yeah. So there have been 2 attempts, not just one. The one that he initially, or that he was not thinking of or mentioning, was he's like saying this was obviously faked against it. Well, it's technically it was against Gestalt too, but obviously that was faked since he's in league with them. He's in league with them. The other one was against Sabar.
Was that us?
There was one against Sabar. When was that?
No, I was
There was one against Sabar. When was that?
last night.
Answer. Last. Kale,
How did
Jax,
you? How did you
can any
even
of you
know
guys hear me
that?
from here? Don't ask questions. I don't know.
Okay.
God, I love
So,
Sybil so
Jax,
much.
give me some more damage. Like, knock this guy out.
Yeah.
What? What's happening?
Yeah. I'm training this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay.
It's a 14 on the die.
Okay. So you're doing some damage. Good enough.
11.
And I will call that guy dropped as well. So while Jax is like haymakering
I
this other
grab his
guy.
face and slam it into a wall.
Okay, yeah, you like ground him and like lightning crackling a guy against like all along this guy's body. Ball, you are wanting to talk to the one that is restrained. What are you
Yes.
saying?
In the language of his people,
Ooh.
I shall ask the same questions I asked the first guy, which I will say now because I didn't get an answer the first time. I'm going to ask him first if he knows who I am.
No.
Then I will ask if he knows who the Leon are and if they are involved in what's happening here.
Ridiculous pawns. They have nothing to do with anything.
I'm going to use my power and blast him with water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So you're waterboarding the guy while he's being held up by
Yep.
the watchman.
Yep. And
We're
then
the good guys.
and once I'm done with that,
Good
I'm gonna do
guys.
it, and I'm gonna be like, "Don't give me shit. I'm asking you a question. You answer the question. Are they, or are they not?"
Spits out some of the water that you had just like blasted him in the face with. They are nothing but pawns. Filth that wants to join us. How do you even know that name?
I'm gonna crouch in front of him and reach into my bag with my tentacle and pull out the amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be like, "Does this mean anything to you?"
His face drops from like the smirking but very waterlogged expression. Where did you get that?
From your mom. What does this mean to you?
If those ridiculous wannabes manage to make one, Maybe they'll survive. Are you some sort of double agent for them?
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and put it to the base of it, like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, the answer to my following question will determine whether you live even just a second longer. Are they here?
No.
Good. And then I kill him.
Okay.
Damn.
So there is obvious exclamations from the all of the watchmen that had been there with you, some of which were very distracted by Kale's monologuing. Jack's like in the middle of face face to wall of this last lancer. You would notice that one of them has like picked up Sybil in a very awkward carry and is trying and struggling to get her up the stairs and further into Cliffside. Not one of the lancers, but one of the watchmen. And it's just like it's okay. I'm gonna get you back to your, and like trying to get his face away from where Sybil is probably struggling. Like, I'm gonna get you back to your mom's. It's okay. How did you even know that?
Sybil, who is yelling everybody's names at this point.
Yeah.
Good.
Boat rider. right over. Actually, how far? How far is it?
Maybe 15 feet away up the like stairs that go up into Cliffside.
Oh, that's fine. I have range increase, so I'll just run
Yeah,
there.
so just like jump up there easily.
And I'll just in front of whoever this guard is, and I go, put her down.
Please.
I'm still
Okay,
like
okay.
glowing with
Okay.
electricity.
I was just trying to get her back to her family. I don't know if they like hired you to save her from the Lancers or anything. I was just trying to get her away from the fight.
Hired. Yes. S- Jax, there was an attempt on Sabar's life last night. We should.
Who? I'll look to the who
Who?
to the guard.
Do we know?
Oh no.
We got it with our morning news, like our morning missive from Sabar.
Just that this is.
Is the bar okay?
Unless someone forged her signature.
Yeah, because I'm looking for a rematch.
Okay, well,
What?
that's probably, you shouldn't. Definitely not a thing to say to somebody who knows that Sabar had an attempt made on her life. That was not us, by the way. Just want to.
Haven't you been abducted
This is
this
fine.
entire time?
Yeah, up until very recently, like
Okay.
20 minutes ago.
Are you okay? Do you like need
Yeah,
food?
I'm
Like,
good. No,
should we go and
I'm great.
by this point, by the way, Elena, the minute would be just about up.
Cool. So I will give one last sort of mighty roar and a Iceland Bridge, time to fight, and then the glow will leave Kale's eyes and they will shrink back down to little dragon form. And shake their head like they were like not aware that they were monologuing and wondering why everyone is looking at them.
Yeah, Pico has like made it up to the like outcropping that you're perched on. I can't move as fast as you can. You're that big.
What just happened?
You yelled a lot.
I'm gonna look to the guard.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say, Sabar wasn't one of the ones who brought these guys, and I point to the Lancers, these guys over here, right?
No.
Okay,
She
I need you to
irritated
get a
her
message to her
existence.
for me.
You want me to
Yeah.
talk
He
to
said what he
Sabar?
said.
Did I stutter?
After,
Yeah.
after she just had an attempt on her life.
She'll want to hear
Yeah,
it.
just get a message to her. Yeah, it's just a message. I don't know what you can just. I'm just gonna tell you. I don't know how to write, but
You don't know how to write?
no,
Okay, we'll work on that.
I can read. Um, just tell her from Jax.
That's
Jax.
important.
Your name is Jax? Okay.
Yes, it's Jax.
So from Jax.
She'll know who I am.
Sabar knows who you are.
Tell her I
Okay.
said they're going to try to take the city.
Okay. The Lancers?
Yes.
They are?
Okay.
Sybil's looking at Jax. They are?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys didn't tell that to
We're
Sybil
making a lot of
or Kale.
assumptions at this
Oh
point.
no, like Sybil, you
Yeah.
kind of got the impression of that
Yeah.
from your role.
Yeah, it was the thing
But,
that we both
like neither of you
realized.
told
like,
that
oh.
to Kale or Ball.
Yeah. So
Cool, cool,
I tell the guard, I'm just like, they're gonna try to take the city once they're done with whatever help they're providing. It's not really. It's weird. I know you don't. I know I can tell you don't enjoy them. You just attack them. So like So like, tell Sabar that and tell her if she wants help to get in contact with me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh God. Okay.
You can go now if you want.
Yeah.
You're
I've got to let the others
dismissed.
know. Okay, I've got to let the others know. Will you protect her? And like is pointing at Sybil.
With my life.
They
No.
hired well, and like he just
Damn.
like kind of like pats you on the shoulder, Sybil, and like jogs up the stairs, and shouting to the watchmen that are at the top of the stairs, who are currently struggling with a couple of lancers as well, because there are lancers and watchmen on every level of Cliffside.
Great.
Yeah.
It's code green. Green! As he's running.
It's good of them to have codes already for
That's
this
nice. That's good. That's very
thing
good.
that
Green,
has
green
just
is
happened.
right. Green is like good. So, but
I
everything's
don't
not
know.
good.
Kale will jump back down the cliff and rejoin everybody.
Baldur-
Scooping up
Bal is-
Pico this time
Yeah,
first.
Ball isn't there.
Oh.
Where have you been after stabbing up into the brain matter of this captured lancer?
She's gonna wander to the water
Of course you will.
Okay,
and
so
just if there's like a beach, she'll be about knee deep in water. If it's just dock, she'll be at
yeah,
the
it's
end of
just
the docks,
Okay, okay,
just looking out,
okay.
not doing anything, just watching.
I would like to offer Val an intrusion.
I accept.
Ooh.
You son of a
Okay.
bitch, I'm in.
All right, so who gets the other point?
You know what? Because I did give them bad luck today, I'll give it to Maggie. 'Cause
Yay.
Aw.
I did curse
Yay.
their roll to get and got them
You
a nat
cursed
one,
my
so
one
it's only
dice.
fair.
You know.
Yeah.
Curse this one.
So you feel something odd. It almost feels like when that deity looked back at you, but not quite as heavy. It's
Okay.
almost familiar. Like a reverse of what you did with Ace. Did you feel it in a particular direction?
I'm fucking looking.
Out at the docks that you can just see where the mouth of the river meets the lake. You see a riverboat, a lake boat really, that's docking, and someone standing at the top of the ramp that leads into it. There's someone just standing there, distant enough to where you can't quite make out what they look like, watching you, watching the entire spectacle. you feel this weird mixed sensation of pride and irritation.
Oh, I got an experience point. I remembered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question:
Yeah.
is the sea serpent still there?
The sea serpent has swum away.
In that case, without really saying a word to anybody else, I'm gonna try to commandeer one of the boats.
Okay.
Like
And
a
just
pirate?
yep.
So
Which
there's like there's not really a lot of, like, as I said, there's not really a lot of
Yeah.
ferries right there because there's hasn't been a lot of traffic, but you do see like some that are like nearby, maybe swimming distance ish, that were headed towards the other side of the river slash cliffside, because massive fight going on at this
of
location.
course. Yeah. I'll
Uh,
if the closest one is swim distance, I'll fucking dive into the water
So
immediately.
you're jumping in the water, okay?
Yeah.
So as you guys kind of are looking around for Ball, like gathering after the fight, and the watchmen are like they were initially trying to regroup and deal with the fact that you just killed all three of their potential captures. And then when they start hearing someone screaming code green, they all are like charging past Jax and Sybil on the stairwell. Um, you hear a splash, and down in the water, Ball is swimming away.
And at that point, Kale leaps down off of one of the ledges and like lands beside Jax and Sybil.
Where's Ball going?
Ball?
Ball? But are they?
Ball, are you alright?
They're in the water and like
I'm swimming.
across the river towards like one of the ferry boats, one of the little gondolas that take people from like blue water to cliffside.
We should stop her, right? Or
Or we go with her.
we can go with her. Where is she going? Should we
Listen, if your friends jump in the ocean, are you going to jump in the ocean as well? And Kale
do a
just jumps
backflip.
off the talk.
Okay.
God, I love Kale as very much as well.
All right, Sybil, you ready?
Sure, I guess.
All right. And I just
Both of you just like jump into the water with Sybil in your hands or something?
Sure.
I do a
God.
backflip.
Oh,
I
he's
just
just
jump-
run and
jump.
jump.
Yeah.
Wait for me! Alexi jumps in as well, begins to flail. Jax, you have to help Alexi because he can't swim.
Alexi.
Oh no.
Get on my back, kid. What are you doing? I did not learn how to swim.
I
You
didn't
spend
think
time
about
in
that. I haven't
forest.
tried before. I don't know.
Oh, darling, this is why we should have swimming lessons for children in Deepview.
Kayla's
Didn't
like
you
I
go into the underwater cave? As I'm just like a
eeling through the water.
Yeah.
Sybil
shedding another cardigan. She's just like again in a tank top and is like, yeah,
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Texas
So
been
as you
shirtless this
guys
whole
leap
time.
into the water, attempting to chase after Ball, who is going, you have no idea where. That's where we're
just
gonna end
like,
today.
oh.
we just assume it's important.
Yeah. That's where we'll end today, with the guards
Amazing.
like
God.
running off, screaming code green,
Amazing.
and like
Hell
looking
yeah.
up at the cliffside. It looks like all of the watchmen are like fighting against the Lancers now, and it's
If
like
your
this
friends
whole
all
thing.
jump in a lake, you don't ask why, you just jump in after them.
And
Okay.
that's why Ball is ride or die with Kale, because Kale is ride or die
Yep.
with Ball.
Okay.
So good.
Perfect. Wonderful. Love it. So yeah, with you guys waterlogged after a couple of fights, that's where we're ending. You guys did fantastic. Sorry that we didn't get to have a break today. Hope no one is too urgent with their bodily needs. Because I'm gonna keep this short personally. Not that you guys needed to know that. TMI, sorry. I'm Evie, the Disaster GM and game runner for this fine if disastrous group for a Cypher system based TTRPG that we have named Empyrean Rising. You can generally find me here on Altered Echo Archives, and we've got some fun stuff in the works. The announcements will be going up in our Discord before they go up anywhere else, so don't forget to join that to get all the news and to do community stuff with us. Let's go in reverse order for our outros this time.
Hello.
Mhm.
I thought it was gonna be like Joel and
Yeah, Joel.
hi, hey, that's me. Hello, I'm the wreck of a person that plays the wreck of a pirate. I mean sailor. That is Bal Mistforge. You can find me on Empyrean Rising every other Sunday. And also sometimes the other Sunday, depending on whether scheduling works. I am staff at Altered Echo Archives. And absolutely love it here. I am also in getting some stuff done to maybe have some more stuff to put out. So keep an eye open or keep an eye on our Discord for announcements. And yeah, that's what I've got so far. If you want to support me directly, you can support me through my Throne, which it's on my Twitter. Also, I think it probably was linked somewhere. If not, there's my coffee as well. But yeah, this is fun. I'm having fun.
All right, very cool, very good. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow us
Yeah.
if you are on Twitch. Let's jump over to Excel.
Hello, that is I. I exist properly in the world. Extel, he, him pronouns. You can find me at Extra the King on all the socials. I'm also staff here. Run the socials. It's a good time. Follow us on all that good stuff. Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram. It's a great time. Me personally, you can find me here every other Sunday. You can also find me. Where else am I? I'm in a lot of other stuff. You'll see me post about it on my socials. I'm trying to remember all the things that I have. In my link tree, you'll find the link to my Ko-fi where I write stories about my OC Cal Stormbreaker. It's a great time. You can check those out. I'm planning to start updating those again. It's been about a year since I last posted one. And well, you know, you're gonna get more stuff. You can also support me on my Throne too. I'm trying to get a new computer. It's on there if you wanna donate to that. It's crowdfunded, so you know, $1, whatever you can give. You can also just share it with people when I
AC,
post
so you
about
don't
it.
like die this summer.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
it's okay. I'll be fine. I'll work something out.
it'll be hot.
ACs are a lot. Yeah, it's gonna be real hot, but it'll be mostly fine. I don't think I'll have a heat stroke, at least not early on. But anyway, but yeah, links to my stuff are on there. Oh, I'm also gathering funds for Gen Con. If you wanna hire me or you wanna join my games and start playing,
Bring Excel to
I'm
Gen
there.
Con. Then
Yeah.
we can hang out.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
also
get to
be
see
there.
Alina there.
Be
Yeah.
so good.
So yeah, and like I'm trying to go with my boyfriend because it's a cool little trip that we can do. Yeah, just you give there, share when you see me post about it. Yeah, start playing. I have Cypher and Vampire games on there, so check me out. Sorry, that was long.
All right, and Maggie.
Hello, I'm Maggie, and I'm here for the most part. All of my socials are in the description. It's in the chat.
Description or Twitch chat.
Twitch chat description. They're there. You can find me. I'm Maggie Hunt on most of the social media sites, and I'll be here this summer and maybe running something if I can figure it out.
Yeah, I gotta get this stuff
Oh.
scheduled. Gotta
Oh.
get stuff scheduled. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what is this?
potentially. Anyway, that's me.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, our
Hey,
wonderful
everybody.
artist.
I'm Alina Pete. I've been Kale. You can find me on most social medias at Alina Pete or at Where Geek Comics. I will be on twitch.tv/Where Geek Comics this coming Tuesday with our 5e actual play Trash Heroes, which we are starting a new chapter, so it's a good time to jump in. We are, moving to a new part of our adventure. So come see us this Tuesday, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. That's it. We all need to go to the bathroom. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so wonderful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow. We will be back in 2 weeks because, yes, as was asked in chat, we have shifted our schedule a little bit to accommodate some other real life stuff going on. But we will catch you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and the magic awakens. Rise with us.
Bye
Jump in a
bye.
lake.